And I forgot. Hello everyone, it is I, your lovely neighborhood reindeer, 𝑅𝒸𝒃𝓃𝓃𝓹𝒹𝒄𝓃𝓈. Hello there for everyone involved. Hello everybody. I have emotions. 5-stream streak. Hello, hi music boy. Apparently you triggered Twitch's 5-stream streak. Looks so dumb. It literally just has a fire icon next to it. Hello Wave, hello Aegis Crow, hello Music Boy, hello Nick Gamer, hello Ender Lollipop Guy, hello Space Marine 231. Well, if it isn't the goober, and well, if it ain't the twin. Don't allow. I'm just going through the usual prompts when I keep forgetting to, when I open up VTube Studio on mobile. Are you kidding? I'm stuck. Please actually connect. Is it going through the whole thing again? Did it like do the thing again? Cancel. Did it do the thing again? Hold up. So for some reason with VTube Studio, I always gotta hold up. Intro. There you go. I can't show it, or I guess intermission is the proper way. I can't show it. But every once in a blue moon, I always gotta connect it to an IP, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I always gotta reconnect the IP, and unfortunately that requires showing my screen because I can't hide it. There you go. All right, there you go. That'd be really bad if I showed it on screen. Oh my gosh. Alright, here we go. Back to my emotionless facade. Lol. Hello, I really need to stop arguing with people on the internet with anime power scaling. Oh my gosh, anime power scaling. Oh my, the lag number 2. Oh man, is it still lagging? I finally found a way to have, I finally found a resource to put the, streamer bot chat into OBS. Thank you, but I'm probably still gonna have to like fix my settings so it's not super laggy. I still gotta fix it, but hopefully it's not too bad. Maybe just 1 to 2 minutes. It seems like 1 to 2 minute delay. And at that point, yikes. Let's go through the follow list. Thank you, Chain King 007 for the follow. Thank you, Danny K Music for the follow. Thank you, Lord Crush for the follow. Thank you, Luck TM for the follow. I will be getting up later to get food, but for now, it's music time, babies. But we can also talk. If you guys know, no tier list this week. There wasn't enough for a tier list. Well, if you know, you know. Yu Yu Hakusho has a bunch of powers, but not a lot of speed feats to beat certain verses. Yeah, whenever I hear about Yu Yu Hakusho, it's never about speed. It's just mostly about power. I'm pretty sure they can't even counter the Hunter x Hunter universe. Like, they have powerful people in Yu Yu Hakusho, but not that powerful. I wonder if you know Chikawa. I know who Chikawa is, but I think Chikawa is like okay of a mascot. I know it sounds hypocritical, but I kind of think Chikawa is okay. He's cute. He's cute though. Just not cinema roll cute, if that makes any sense. Or yep, not even Hello Kitty cute, but he's there. He's cute. I recognize he's like Gudetama cute. You know what I mean? At least to me. He's Gudetama cute. Not enough, you say. But yes, today is a lovely, lovely day. I took a nap. By the time I woke up, it was 5:30. Well, no, not 5:30, but it was near the top of 5, and I was like, oh, I must have been more tired than I thought. That makes my mind tingle, but I understand. Listen, it happens. It happens. Unfortunately, you're not gonna find a 𝑉 fans here. To be honest, I kind of still don't get the hype a little bit, but that's on me. At least compared to other cuter mascots and stuff like that. I think the mascot from Honkai Star Rail, that's cute. That's on par. He's got a little outfit and his face is adorable. That's stuff kind of what I like. My Melody, Kuromi, stuff like that. Don't understand it though for 𝑉. I think there's too much going on, for at least for me, a little bit. I don't know. And he's really not even that complicated. He's like, what is it? Listen, this is the standard of, do you have Japanese cuteness or do you have American cuteness? That's all I'm saying. Understandable indeed. Well, yes, that's what I was getting to. So as you guys know, we don't have tier lists this week. You all know why. Well, you know why beforehand. Basically, what happened was that this month was slow. Not really slow, but dang, hey Kendra, hello 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝓃𝓾𝓈. It's not that during the 3 King arc, the main cast have the power to destroy the world individually, but still not a lot of speed to get blitzed. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. They'd have to get caught off guard. So basically Frieza blowing up the planet in Resurrection F. They can pull a Frieza Resurrection F if they catch someone off guard. But not so much escaping though. But what I was saying is that the tier list is not happening this month. It was a slow October. Unfortunately, we're probably gonna have to do it probably in December because people were really stupid this last couple of days. So, I wanted to do a whole thing with music. How do you feel? I don't know. What you guys been listening to recently? Because I always do art streams and we always end up singing and doing vocal aid, and so I'm wondering, guys, what are you singing? What are you listening to? What are you listening to? You don't have to force anybody to listen, is all I'm saying. However, I want to know what you're listening to. My mind, yippee me recognized by Big Famous. Oh my gosh. I mean, I was recognized. I was recognized this week. I was recognized, all right. Listen, all I'm just hearing is the fact that I think all I'm hearing, mostly Expedition 33 songs. Ooh, I have not touched the game because I think I still want to get into it, so, like, at least spoiler free. I saw some of the cutscenes from when Mizu played it, Mizu Tamari, when he played it, but outside of that, I have not seen anything else from the game. Except that one stupid article that was like, oh, finally they got rid of the teenagers for this game aimed at teenagers. Hello, Kendra. Hello, McDonough. We're talking about music today. So what is it? To start off the thing, I have been getting back into 𝑘𝓃𝒃 recently. Well, I haven't really gotten out of it. It's just a phase that tunes out like the phases of the moon every once in a while. But I've been listening to some 𝑘𝓃𝒃. So for those that don't know, 𝑘𝓃𝒃 or Kagero Project, or Makaku City Actors, it goes by mostly Kagero Project or Kagero Days or Makaku City Actors, depending on which of the medias you like pick up first. Basically, it's basically this mixed media project by a vocal artist named Jin, and it is good. This guy knows his stuff. He knows his stuff. And so I've been re-listening to it again. All it took was to listen to Outer Science and the Outer Science remix mashed together, and all of a sudden, I'm already back here. I'm already back in my Kage days. My Kagero days. Music, dang, it knows my club music, all of it runs together. Okay. Although most of the tracks are very similar, they have a lot of highs. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sometimes what is it? It like depends on like, it's like similar. Okay, what is it? When it comes to music that sounds similar, it's usually due to the fact that they all have like a similar theme. But the issue is that if you're not careful, like a good example is there's a Vocaloid artist by the name of 𝑅𝒸𝓃𝓃𝓈. 𝑅𝒸𝓃𝓃𝓈 literally had an album across multiple, like at least 2 years, where they all sounded the same. I'm pretty sure it wasn't even 2 years. I'm pretty sure it was 3, where each and every individual song literally had a theme and sounded nearly the same. And all that was different was that the pitch was different. And it's not that the songs were bad. Listen, I love My Vampire. I love Animal. But they did all sound the same. Which then culminated together with a similar album, and then he started branching out again because obviously you already did the album, move forward. and it's like, you gotta be careful about it, because it's one thing if you're famous and can get away with that, and then it's different if you're like just like a different type of medium from music to not get away with it, if that makes any sense. Wolfsbane, how dare you steal my spot? I don't want to fight, though. Not the world. What am I gonna say? Chat more wave in super chat. More wave or super chat? Chat more wave. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. What is it? What is it? That's what I was saying. I was getting back into the Kagero days, the Kagero project, and I'm just like, man, this stuff is good. And so what happened? What happened was that what ended up happening was that I ended up getting into Outer Science again, because I really actually like Outer Science, because it's supposed to be the villain song. And so after that, I'm like, it's been a hot minute since I listened to Juby's covers, because it's obviously Juby, because Juby was one of the early 𝑘age_PRO adopters. And I was like, all right, I like her cover of Outer Science, and I like Additional Memory, because that's also what usually ends up getting me dragged back in the whole Additional Memory from when the 𝑘age_PRO reboot came. They were like, all right, guys, 𝑘age_PRO reboot time. And I'm just like, all right, so 𝑘age_PRO, and then I got back again with Never Lost Word, and then I just listened to Lost Time Memory this morning. It's a good song. Lost Time Memory is a really good song. It's one of my favorites. Oh, good though. You can't tell you who made that club music. Okay. Listen, it happens. Sometimes it's just the memory. I'm still trying to find this one Vocaloid song that I listened to when I was 12, and it had like this beautiful shamisen solo, and this was back then when I used to be popular. So for those that don't know, I is a pink Vocaloid, not Luca. And she has the voice bank from Leah, who, if you know who Leah is, she sang the first opening of Angel Beats, Tori no Uta, which that's just its own meme song. I think she did the second opening to Clannad After Story, but I could be wrong because there is sometimes just similar singers. She did the opening theme to Charlotte, and pretty much pretty much she's like sung for most key works, but like I don't even remember what I was talking about, but basically I don't remember what I was talking about. Chat, I'm going to the replay to rewind. Oh my gosh. No, because Leah did actually do a 𝑘age_PRO song. She did Izumi's song for 𝑘age_PRO. I don't like it a lot though. Leah's kind of one of those musicians where it's like you hear them in a specific genre and you only want to hear them in that specific genre because it matches their voice. Was it live stream acting up? Dang, you teleporting all over the place. That's not the live stream. Unfortunately, my thing is I got my camera over here because I want to record more like speed paints. but in order to record the speed paints, I actually gotta do the thing. Speaking of movies, have you heard of Melanie Martinez? I have, but I have not really listened to her works. I know she got into controversy last time, but I don't know enough about her to judge her character. Just don't be weird. Just don't be weird about it. Just don't be weird about it. You're gonna find out very quickly about me. I am a Japan head. I am a music jumpany. I'm a music jumpany. Not to be confused with music company. Oh my gosh. I am a music junkie when it comes to JP music. I love listening to Vocaloid, and I've been branching back out again to regular like anime music or just regular J-pop and stuff like that. Man, I need to go listen to the Gazette. I need to go listen to the Gazette one more time. For those that don't know, the Gazette did the opening for Black Butler 2 back in the day. Listen, there's a lot of things about Black Butler 2 that are like really terrible. I mean terrible. I mean, their Black Butler 2 had a really good premise. And then we just find out years later that it's literally just a ripoff of what the author is already doing. So it's basically a poor man's current timeline of Black Butler. But you can't say the character designs are bad, and you can't say that the music was bad either. Granted, most of it was classical music, so they were able to skirt around the license for that. Was it? I got an important question for you, Kendra. Angel Woman or Devil Woman? I don't think I've ever seen Devil Woman before. Digimon Devil Woman. What is it? Digimon. Oh, I remember this. Man, it's so cringe. But like in a cool early 2000s type of way. But if I gotta pick between the both of them, because they're both really good. Definitely Devil Woman. I'm sorry. Listen, if a composition of a design works, it just works. I still like my angel woman, though. She's still very cute. She's still very cool. Hey Kendra, remember me? Hello, Dennis the Wolf, of course. I got an important question for you. You already read that? Dang. What is it? Outside of that, I've also been listening to this one producer named Ira. I've been like, sometimes you hear Ira in the background when I'm humming him and stuff like that, or singing his music. When we draw, it's really, really good. I'm not cultured enough to know Angel Woman and Devil Woman. That's a Digimon reference. That's not you being uncultured. That's just Digimon not being in relevance. Oh, thank you. What is it? Wolfsbane? Thank you. Drop the Baton for giving you a gifted sub, and thank you, Drop the Baton, for gifting a sub. Oh my gosh. Speaking of music also, guys, can I be real with you? I don't know what happened while I was napping. I ended up coming up with a Vocaloid song in my head. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. But eventually I want to get to that point. I want to get to that point where I make it real. I don't know why. Also, I've been listening. Oh. What is it? Hello, Smile. Digimon always best isekai. Can I be real with you? I think Digimon's like probably this. Hey, Mick, what did I tell you from last time? Oh, man. Alright. What is it? That's what I was also getting into. I've also been re-listening again back to Wada Takeaki. It's always the usual album with him. So for those that don't know, if you're familiar with Vocaloid and stuff like that, he got popular back in the day and then fell out of popularity for some reason. because he did this one album called The Observation of the Underaged Youth, and it's one of his like best albums. Well, it's one of his best breakout albums, and it's still really good. I ended up recently buying the manga that came with it, that came with the CD from back in the day, and 1.16k quabits. Oh, cool! I didn't even notice. I think I looked at it earlier, but I was asleep. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We just keep climbing, boys. We just keep climbing. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? So I ended up buying the album for, it's one of the few, what is it? This is probably one of the few albums I will ever own. Because I don't really collect music. I collect art books and like art related things. But this is probably the only this is probably like the only one of the like two, because I want to buy a different album because me and the 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝓈 people have been like trying to find the special DVD that has the original music video for Universe, and we all want to re-upload it. Issue is the fact that in order to re-upload it and like download it and all that type of stuff, we have to buy a DVD. Buy the special DVD, which surprisingly all of them are cheap. Well, cheap enough for $40 import. Screw you, taxes and tariffs. And we have to buy the DVD CD player converters because I realized recently they don't sell those packed into things anymore, which kind of sucks when you really think about it. So you have to buy an add-on now. Maybe next time when I build my PC, I'm gonna end up buying a PC case where it's like where you can build it into the system, because that is so annoying. That is annoying. Dang, YouTube's still filtering out my messages. To be fair, I do have curse words blocked everywhere. I don't want to keep reading curse messages. I'm already letting the D words slip by, mostly just because I can. I better chat more. I had the best host, gasp. You don't have to chat if you don't want to. Listen, just listen to the conversation and jump in when you can. Because if you force yourself to chat, then you'll run out of things to talk about. Which do y'all prefer in the winter, chili or gumbo? For me, it's pretty hard. Gumbo. I'm more of a gumbo person anyway. Chili is something I always eat every once in a while, but the issue is the fact that if you're not careful, you get bloated. Especially if you involve rice with it, but mostly the chili. Abel. Hello, Jose. E. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But yes. So I've been, what is it? That's what I was saying. So we plan on, what is it? Me and the 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝓈 subreddit. So someone was like, hey, so to like give you a timeline of events. So a couple about, I think it was at the top of the year or last year, we've been getting more members in the 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝓈 subreddit. And what ended up happening was that someone was like, hey, I want to upload a clear version of the music video because there's no clear uploads of the music video. Issue is the fact that the only clear version of the music video that is up is specifically one, what is it? The clearest version of the music video that we have, unfortunately, is one that has subtitles on the screen, and they're in Spanish, so it's not really a part of the original upload. And so what ended up happening was someone's ended up being like, hey, what is it? Later, that same person a couple months later was like, hey, if that's the case, then the clearest, because they tried upscaling it as well, and they couldn't upscale it without it being like still kind of crispy and blurry-ish. So they came back and they were like, hey, the best way to upload this music video would be to find the original DVD that it came on. And it's specifically, we know it exists. We know it exists. What is it? We know it exists. And it's on the special DVD that came out. Again, surprisingly, these DVDs are cheap. Like, I saw one of them for $2, but you can even buy it off of Amazon for even cheaper. Oh man. And so I'm like, all right, I'll be the one to own the album. And I've never really listened to Maya Sakamoto because that's the DVD we're hunting, the Maya Sakamoto Universe DVD. And so I'm like, oh, okay. But watching, what did I tell you about that? What did I tell you, Mick? I told you. Music recommendations, Yuzuki. Oh, is it Kendra? I was drawing an image. It was Kendra Kirby and Kirby in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Kirby map. But I screwed the whole thing and ended up deleting it. Dang, if you keep deleting it, you'll never get anything done. If anything, you should just repicture it. What I mean is, this is something you're gonna end up learning in art, especially digital art. You gotta like, sometimes you gotta restart something so that you can actually have the vision proper, because nothing that you start on in the beginning is going to be the same by the end. I've had to do that with a couple of art pieces myself. But yeah, other than fighting over who's winning in a free-for-all, Deidara, Bakugo, or Rize, it's Deidara by the way, people have been fighting for how far Hei gets in Naruto from beginning to end. Now here's the thing, I have no idea who Hei is, or Deidara, but I do know Bakugo and kind of Rize. I tried to undo it, but it looked so ugly, it felt like it was AI, and I never used AI. Here's the thing, if you keep thinking your stuff looks like AI, do better so it doesn't look like AI. Not only that, trust me, they're not gonna think your stuff looks like AI, and if they do, they're just dumb or a bot. That's all I'm saying with it. Because every single time people say, this stuff is ugly, it looks like AI, it's usually people who can't draw. Anybody who like says the whole like this looks like AI can't draw, they just want to feel better about themselves so that you can also be bad and not draw with them. But yeah, so basically I've been doing that with the music. What is it bum bum bum. What is it? I wouldn't say I'm distancing myself, but I'm definitely trying to like re-branch out to music, because every single time I end up getting into a pattern with music, and then I cycle with that, and then I'm like, why do I feel sad? And so I ended up breaking the music cycle by finding stuff I already like. I think one of the things I wanted to do before I ended up taking a nap was I wanted to look up the Please Twins opening, because I really like the Please Twins opening, which is ironic because Please Teacher is my favorite, but I don't like the opening to that one. Thanks, Kendra. I'll try to do it again, but I will first get a drawing tablet first before doing it. Listen, I'm gonna say this also, Dennis. If you get a drawing tablet and all that type of stuff, remember to still use traditional art. Remember to like practice circles and lines and everything with traditional art and stuff like that, because if you rely on digital art, you're gonna end up getting stuck on digital art, and you're gonna end up being slow, where you want your art to keep moving forward and being like progressively getting better and better. And it will get better with digital. It's just that if you want to keep getting faster and faster, you're gonna have to like learn the traditional means, so that because when you learn traditional, it reflects in your digital, basically. What is it? Deidara is a Naruto character who uses 4C bombs from Special Clay. He's the guy that looks like Ino with mouths in his palms. I don't know. I'd critique art, but I do not know how to even draw a good circle. Yeah, that's what practice is for. I can't even draw that good yet, but even I just don't do that, pretty much. That's why I say the people who do stuff like that with art and stuff, where they be like, your drawing looks like AI, number one, they can't draw or are just as bad as you, or they're just a bot. Because there's been an increase of bots, and you can tell they're bots. There's been like a real weird string of bots just being more bold these days. And like, you can tell by the way their profile is set up. It's weird. He's the guy that yells Black Dragon in Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, okay. Oh, that guy. The Vegeta looking guy. Okay. So I digress a little. Listen, I said this last time, Mick. You're not in trouble. But at the same time, we're not doing that. It's been weeks, and the last thing you need is to hold on to that. I will scold the people as I see fit. I will. That's why I practice trying to redraw characters from the game Friday Night Funkin' to see if I can, and most times turn out perfect but slightly messed up. So I keep practicing. Yeah, you're gonna mess up, and even then, as you continue to improve, your stuff is gonna look messy. So you just need to like practice and stuff, and then be okay with the mistakes you make. You know what I mean? Me on October 31st at 11:59. I moved to November 1st. Oh yeah, November has just become the new Christmas. I will call out someone who claims that they're an AI artist though. Those people are rare, or they're just a bot. Yeah, can I be real with you? I think it's really dumb that people keep responding to those AI clearly bots that are like, your art was so garbage, but I put it through AI. And so now I can do this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you can tell it's a bot, or you can tell it's a rage baiter. And then you got like swarms of comments that are dumb. And then we'll like be like, this is disgusting, you should delete your account now. And it's like, bro, you can tell it's a bot. You can tell it's a bot. AI has learned to rage bait. Problem is though, is that it's learned to rage bait not even in like a joking way. It's just rage baiting so bad. It's rage baiting so bad that they're just coming off as insults. Or they're just alt accounts people use. Actually, no, even the alt accounts are better. Also, hello, Soul Dipper. Oh, hi, Twitch Soul Dipper. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. But yes. It's like Kendra is essentially saying, "I'm not mad at you, but just don't make me disappointed." This is true. Listen, we already talked about it last time. I know some people, there was an aught that happened a couple of weeks ago. And what the one party did was actually pretty bad. And I scolded for them behind the scenes because they came to me about it. And I was just kind of like, I recognize your name. They also recognized the other person in the chat. And it resulted in the person that did do wrong to kind of hide out from chat and stuff like that. Now, what the other person who was offended by it, they had a right to be offended, and they did try and give me a warning about the person, and they're not wrong about that, which I have been taking precautions in even before the other person came in. The issue is that we can't keep holding on to it. I can't take away the offense because, again, like I said, what the other person did was wrong. And again, I did already scold them for that, but we're not gonna keep holding a grudge over it and putting it in chat. That's gonna get you in trouble and then make you just as bad. That's really stupid to put it that way, but you will get in trouble if you keep carrying it on in my chat, is basically what I'm saying. Plus the other person's not bringing it up, they're trying to keep moving forward with it. Basically what I'm saying is, if you do it again, you will be in trouble. And if the other person does it again and they end up bringing it to me again, they're also going to be in trouble and they will actually be more severely punished. Or not really severely punished. That's a wrong way of putting it. Basically what I'm saying is, don't do it again. I'm going to be really mad at you. Don't. It makes it look terminally online. But otherwise, Maya Sakamoto. Also, that Kirby Kendra I made, it was just using the base of the Kirby from Smash Ultimate, and reasons because I wanted to make was it Ghost Pepper? You should eat a Ghost Pepper. What is it? Also, the Kirby Kendra I made, it was just using the base of Kirby from Smash Bros Ultimate, and reason because I wanted to make it simple. But that's why the artwork I did for you looked the way it does. No, that's good. That's cool. Instead, you should oh, Ghost Pepper, I'll eat you. Young, hello. Make AI art, but that's only to make hot OC characters, and Akko, that's put in Discord server. I don't post it on places like Twitter and say it's better than real artists. Pretty much. I think people who do that are super annoying, because it's like, bro, you know what you're doing. Ugh. People who do that, like, people who do that crap, they know what they're doing. They just want to be like, I don't even know how to, like, put it. The one AI thing I hate is Sora AI. I think Sora AI is interesting. The issue is the fact that people are using Sora AI for bad, and then also claiming it to be, like, real footage. That's the issue I have. It's like one thing if you like use it for your own anime, like art or OCs or your own drawings and stuff, because I have been seeing artists who they're like, oh, this is like a cool, neat activity where I make my characters move and stuff like that. It's just the realistic footage. I'm just like, all right, this is gonna be a problem. And we already got racism involved. Okay, see you everybody for the next time. See everybody. That's all, folks. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Who else have I been listening to recently? Oh, yes! So, speaking of earlier, someone mentioned the 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝒹𝒶𝓉𝒾𝑜𝓃𝓈 movie. So, what's been going on as of late is I've been having a debate. I've been having a debate within my mental. What happened was the fact that, yeah, I was a doofus, end of story, so yeah. Pretty much. Just don't do it again. That's it. It's purposeful rage bait, and the response ain't better, especially to artists who aren't AI haters. Exactly. Because again, the people always end up retweeting the AI and giving the AI attention. You know why it keeps getting attention? Because you keep giving it attention. And you know that these people are always like, why do this AI keep getting likes and stuff like that? Because you haven't figured out in your brain that these bots know how to bot their own likes. You think it's a coincidence that this art that looks really, really nice that turns out to be AI has over 100k likes or something, or 11k likes, and then you complain? They're like, I don't even get that type of art attention. I'm always me. And I'm just like, shut up. I understand. You want more popularity. Complaining is not going to make you better, is all I'm saying. Engagement, lol. Since we're talking about AI, the only AI I accept in those funny tornado monkey videos. I've never seen that. Debating yourself. No, one of the things I remember, I think it was Super Eye Patch Wolf, because he made a video on like how bots have been a problem on YouTube. Still a problem on YouTube, but back then he made a video and he was like, bots have been a problem on YouTube. But the weird thing is that if you keep looking at your comment section, you'll recognize the bots. And then eventually the bots just start talking to each other. And it's basically just robots interacting with themselves. And in a lot of ways it's creepy. But in a different way, it's funny. Just give it 5 years, this AI thing will be the norm. Just like the beef between artists and digital artists. Pretty much. The thing, what is it? It just needs proper regulations. I've said this more. I said this last time. There's no point in getting angry at AI. It just makes you look like an irrational person. Like, you can, like, what is it? Like, I don't like AI when people take other people's art and put it through AI. And then try and be like, well, why would I go to you when I can just go to this AI? Because they're trying to rage bait the artist, and they're trying to purposely rage bait the artist. Like, I've seen it happen a couple of times. Stuff like that is literally meant to like irritate people so that they can get attention, and they can make the artist rage bait them to give them more attention. Stuff like that is why that's the AI I don't like. Or should I really say the people that use AI is why I don't like those types of people. They're just rage baiters who want attention. But like Sora AI and all that type of stuff for stuff like memes, however, like I don't care. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you get mad that people used AI to create a meme, now if it was like plentiful, then that would be one thing. And obviously there's like probably a lot of AI memes out there, but I haven't encountered that many AI memes. And the few I have seen, they really don't need attention. Like, what is it? I think a year ago, there was this Mario meme where Mario and Luigi went to the hospital and all that stuff, that popped off. And then a bunch of artists were like, you could have just used 3D models. And they all went out of their way to recreate the meme in 3D. And I'm like, the meme wasn't funny when it was in AI, and the meme still isn't funny in 3D. You all just literally went out of your way to make an unfunny meme even unfunnier. The only difference is the fact that one is AI and one is brain rot, non-AI. That's all I'm saying. I'm just like, it looks ugly. It wasn't even like a funny meme. Ugh, what is it? Gotta love the dead internet theory. Also, didn't you see the video of the company that gave an AI music woman a $3 million contract for singing? No, I did not. That's on them for being stupid. I really find those AI Pixar trailers hilarious. I saw a video of a bigger black woman jumping around like Robin Hood because EBT Snap was taken away. Ah, yikes. AI is fun to poison. This is true. The AI scam ads running rampant on YouTube is the biggest example of the type of AI I really hate. Pretty much. Was a hi 𝑒𝓃𝒹𝒃𝓃𝓈. Hello, Hello, 𝑍𝑒𝒃𝓃𝓈. The people, not the AI, is like many things, is a tool depending on the user. Pretty much. Penguin Zero brought all the notable AI scams to YouTube ads, and yet they're all massive scams and are highly falsely advertised. Bye, Kendra. Bye, Dennis! Oh my gosh. What is it? Please just call me Zeffy. I do not want to see you suffer any longer. But it's cool. It reminds me of Hercules. I'll get it one day, maybe. But I get you. Oh man. Oh, sorry, I was thinking about something, but I can't bring it up now. Don't worry. You'll know what I'm thinking about one day, but it's a long-term goal. But you'll find out later. Oh my gosh. Die, Dennis. Dennis. No! Bye, Dennis. Hope we see you again, I think. I don't know. Dennis is usually a frequent viewer, but they tune in and out and all that type of stuff. They're a good sport. Italian brain rot, which is AI, kind of oddly grew on me, specifically from YouTube, like Bijou. Just scream tongue for absolutely zero reason, lol. Okay, so I actually found out about the tongue meme. Apparently what he's saying is a prayer in Italian that usually would be sacrilege, but it's in the form of AI brain rot, so nobody cares. And so people were just like, we're just gonna make fun of it. I think it was Italian, but basically it was an Italian meme, and people were like, but it's sacred, and it's like, okay, yes, but just have a little laugh a little bit, bro. Just have a little laugh. If you are offended by it, then just block the meme from your view. I couldn't understand it because I know Lummer was the one that introduced me to it. The shoe shark, which I actually thought, weirdly enough, you ever have those moments where you see a meme, right? You ever see those memes out there where you feel like you've seen them a million times and they've only been around for like last week? That was the shoe shark for me, the AI of the shoe shark. I just took some water. Funnily enough, tongue is actually Indonesian. The rest of it is Italian. Oh, okay. What's worse, the AI scam ads, the borderline porn ads, or the random mobile game ads that use copyrighted characters? Can I be real with you? Copyrighted characters, because they already know what they're doing when they do that. Because the borderline ads, mostly the borderline porn ads usually go in tandem with the copyrighted character ads, especially the AI ones. My classmate talk about their brain rot from Steal a Brain Rot. What? Hold up, I'll be right back. I gotta prepare some food and stuff. Hello, I am back. I ate food. I didn't want to chew in the mic again. But hello. Let's see. Nice one, Mirrors. What is that? Thank you again, Baton, for gifting Bull a membership, a sponsor. I need to change that. For gifting Bull a membership, which that will or will not be a good or bad thing, depending on how Bull uses it. Oh, by the way, I'm quite new here, but I first came here on the last drawing stream, but it wasn't the stream that was finishing up the drawing. Okay. You were here for the first part of the stream where we were drawing the food and stuff, probably. But hello, thank you for coming back. Nice one, Years. Hello, Dreambird. Yes, you are new here. Or new here. Super chat. 10 hours later. Dang it, Kendra, you messed it up. Listen.
10 hours
That's
later.
on you.
Damn it, Kendra. You messed it up.
We were chatting about AI while you were gone. Kendra is Kendra. Yeah, dang it, Kendra. You see this right here? Discrimination. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't even stand that. No, I'm thinking of the Pepe emoji. I can't stand some of the Pepe emojis as of late. Oh, but what was I saying? Yes, we were talking about music. Yeah. There's been this whole thing that's been going on recently again. Can I be real with you? This is exactly why you don't hang out in the Vocaloid fandom. Specifically the American Vocaloid fandom. Because you got some people who will literally tag the producers and be like, this is why you suck. And then be like, why am I getting hate? So what's your opinions on Arabian music style? I have no clue. The closest thing I've had to an Arabian, I was gonna be like, the closest thing I think I have been to Arabian music is Arabian Nights, but then I realized, no, the Vocaloid scene has interacted with that too. I was jebaited. Discord jebaited Magma. Oh my gosh. I was pinged in your announcement. Huh? Oh yeah. What is it? I have a ping that usually goes out everywhere and saw that you were not streaming. Huh? Let me see. Everyone, good morning. Shut up. But it was the message last month. Looks like somebody missed the stream from a couple months ago. Oh my gosh. Let me see. All right, the usual. That was of your own doing. Hello. Magma got goobered. Not goobered. I don't know why I read that as goobered. Kendra is Wendigo confirmed. What? What's up, my bigot? Hello, Bigot Berry. He is the bigoted berry. Oh my gosh. Oh. Please keep it down. I feel like not burping on stream. Oh my gosh. What is it? We were talking about music. We were talking about the music. We were talking about what happened in the Vocaloid scene. Oh my gosh. We were talking about what happened in the Vocaloid scene. So basically what's been going on is there's this one producer. And some people do know who they are. I'm not really super familiar with them. I know they did the Candy Cookie song a couple weeks ago. And by weeks ago, I mean months ago. When Lemon Melon Cookie came out. And what ended up happening is people have been tagging this artist and being like, well, because you're copying this person's animation style and all that type of stuff, and because we think your music is a part of the Tetumiko slop trend, which I knew this was gonna get out of hand. I knew people, because everybody kept making fun of it, and now people are taking it seriously. And I'm like, you should have known this was gonna happen. But I digress. I digress, I guess. Oh my gosh. And so people have been like tagging the artist being like, did you know that the person that you're copying secretly hates you? And they literally had to be like, please stop telling me that the artist I like secretly hates me. Kendra, it's been so long. Starless Lilith. To be fair, it has been so long because I actually do not remember who Starless is. Yeah, okay. I remember you now. I had to click your profile because I was like, Starless Lilith. But I do remember you. Hello, Lilith. Since last I seen my son lost to these monsters. Rip, bro. We ain't getting that burp compilation, bros. Did you see Mujin's video where he said, everyone loves Bao, she never has drama? To be fair, this is true. Anytime she would have been reported about drama, a lot of it was every time her drama happens, it's intersected by a bigger drama. So the only people who know about her actual like problematic things is people who just so happen to be there. If you know, you know who I'm talking about. Same thing happened with me. I usually get intersected with drama. All that type of stuff. Literally, it was a day before the tweet. Apparently, we have been going on the digressing spree, lol. But to that, I digress. I barely watch Twitch as of late, to be fair. Okay. Now, listen. You're doing better than the most. You're doing better than the best. You're doing better than the rest of us. No, that's Twitter. Oh my gosh. What is it? Since the last time, I think I dual stream now, so you don't even really have to watch. I'm not begging for a YouTube view. That's cringe. That's cringe. I was gonna end it, but that's just cringe. I'm gonna leave it there. Oh, that didn't quite age so well. Literally was a day before the tweet. Yeah. Oh. Well, I already listen. I've told you guys my opinion on Mujin as of late. I think I said it on stream too. I think I said it with Akko and like all the other members of UTT. Mujin was good because he did on the ground news. We need that type of perspective of what the people's thoughts were at the time. The issue is that he's become biased and corrupted because he's like, well, I want to appeal to my corporate Oshis. And by corporate Oshis, I mean I really... I won't continue that. I won't. I'm not doing it. I'm glad Shando's tweet, she's okay. Yeah, like, what is it? I don't like what Shando did. To be honest, it was irresponsible. And it was really dumb that these people keep going to the comment section for validation. That's on them. They're grown adults. Do better. Same thing with me. If I tweet out something and I get that popular, hold me accountable. I won't like it, but I'll have to accept it. Because I believe you should apologize if you did do something wrong. The issue is the fact that these people don't think they did wrong. Because here's the thing, because like, I've even had moments where I thought I was right, and then literally you guys call me out being like, listen, I don't really comment on this, but you don't have it in your rules, you did this, you did that, you were wrong for doing that. And it took a couple of days for me to come back and apologize. I'ma be real. Took a couple of days because I thought I was firmly in the right to give a proper apology. That's the real thing too. And then I grew for the better. But that's gonna happen again. I know it's gonna happen again. I'm only human. But you always gotta be careful. Was it Bao's like, shoot, I forgot the word. Very familiar, but I don't remember. Mujin is not the guy for objective drama reporting, much like Alara or False ID. Mujin, Alara, no, don't trust Alara. Alara lies a lot in her reports. Don't. It is like well known behind the scenes in the VTuber community. Do not trust Alara. She lies a lot. She lies and she cuts context. Never trust Alara. And False is funny because he jumps around to people he sucks up. I've like talked about this before. he sucks up to the biggest people in the game until they can no longer benefit him, and then he sucks up to somebody else. He did it before with Niji Sanji, because back in the day, and this is when I was a frequent viewer of False ID. Back in the day, he used to suck up to Niji Sanji a lot, like genuinely hardcore, like suck up to every one of them, until they got mad at him, and then Niji Sanji decided, being like, oh, I think False is annoying and he's clearly trying to get close to us so we can get more information. So they basically threatened Offkai back when it's like, I think 3rd or 2nd year, to move False's standee, like the big standees, the life-size standees, away from all the Niji Sanji. Like, they directly contacted the staff and was like, move his standee away from our standees. And because they copyright struck all his videos that had any Niji Sanji member's face on it. After that, he was really mad, and so he then went on to suck up to VShojo. And that, obviously, if you know the VShojo story, you know. If you know what happened with VShojo, you know. Then when that was no longer viable, he's now sucking up to the indies, the big the indies, who pretend they aren't corpo, but run corpos themselves. And you already know where this is probably gonna head to. Good day, Miss Kendrine. Hello! Hello, Kuma the bear. I'm sorry, I was trying to finish that off before I forgot. What is it? Mugen Shinji video said Bao was loved the day before Bao's tweet. That didn't age so well. That's because you're a bratty sus. Dang, that's so cringe, Baka. It's hard to know if you do wrong in this internet age. No, you know when you're wrong. You know when you're wrong. Cause here's the thing, people don't realize when people tweet things out. Cause even I was on the internet, and you learn and you know, because by the time you're 30, you already know what's right and wrong. You already know how to handle things as an adult. Let alone, like, I'm in my 20s. When you're in your 30s, you already know what's right and wrong. You just don't want to admit it and you end up going out of your way to go find people and seek validation from them. You do it sometimes even when you are in the wrong and even when you are in the right. But when you're really, really in the wrong, you really hang on seeking validation. And Bao has been seeking validation for a hot minute after Cinder dropped her doc. You know, how she's claiming a lot of things, like how the Japanese shop owner was a racist, and how she's like, well, I was taking my editors out for dinner and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, yeah, but 3 stars or less, girl. Really? Just take them to a good restaurant and all that type of stuff. Doesn't have to be 3 stars. Never, don't. Those are traps anyway. All that type of stuff. I wasn't here for the last one. You're okay with me. For now, I'll be watching. I'll be watching you, JK. So you know when you're wrong. It's the fact that you want to find justification for why you feel like you should be right. On Reddit, I hear a lot of tea from Sylvie and Yara from someone claiming to be an ex-close friend of Sylvie. To be fair, nobody trusts Sylvie. Either Sylvie. I know there's 2 Sylvies. Nobody trusts either of them. Or maybe it's just one of them. I don't know, I confuse them a lot because I just remember the himbo Sylvie. Which, by the way, stay away from him. He's really, really weird. I don't like his coverage of Niji Sanji before they fell off a cliff, and then I did not like his coverage of VShojo before VShojo fell off the cliff, and now I don't like his cover of HOLLIVE. Here's the thing with HOLLIVE. HOLLIVE is a corporation, and that Niji Sanji is like a special case where they tried to like pull one over on everyone, and then because they want to basically outrank their competition, and because again they have abysmal hiring practices. For HOLLIVE, that one is more of a special case of if they're gonna mess up, they're gonna mess up corporately. Not like Niji Sanji where they messed up and hinged on their reputation of being freedom. Like Niji Sanji screwed up their reputation. HOLLIVE can only screw up corporately like with the whole 𝑅𝑒𝒸𝒃𝓃𝓈 thing from years back. Because that was a corporate mess up. That was a corporate screw up that like no one saw coming and no one knew how to handle. It happens. Currently giggling and kicking my legs because of the tea. You see that right there? You see that right there? Weed tea. He's slowly running out of clocks. Wait, my follow-up to that message was filtered by YouTube. For some reason, I agree with your point. Ah, okay. You have to have people in your corner who can be objective with you and aren't gonna blindly support you. Exactly. And I don't mean internet people either, because you can get rid of internet people at any time. You need someone like a family member who can be like, listen, this is stupid. Please stop doing that. Like, I had my mom. I remember I got obsessed with that one thing with the horse a couple weeks back, and even my mom was like, listen, gather your evidence and be careful about talking about it, because you get so obsessed with talking about it that you get nothing done. And now things are working out for the better, because the person they were sucking up to was kind of having a very major crash out. So I don't really care about what happens to them after that. That's on them for surrounding themselves with toxic people and stuff. You think you know people. They're like, well, these girls know each other. And it's like, oh yeah, they know each other. They absolutely know each other. Are you prepared to find out the real them behind the screen? But that's just me. You have to have people in your corner. Yes, I like you guys and the members of UTT, especially after the _____ drama with his previous manager showed me. You guys hold each other accountable. Oh yeah, this is like, I didn't even know ____ back then. I had literally, I like talked about this. How I met ____ was he just DM'd me at random, and I was annoyed because I'm like, you could have said hi, but I didn't say that at the time because I was just like, maybe I was trying to get used to Twitter etiquette where you just DM people. I still think if you're a chatter, you should say hi first. Cause I try to be polite like that, you know? It's like, we haven't talked before. Say hi proper. I'm gonna go scroll Pinterest. Pinterest is a good way to scroll. Yes. Okay, have a good one, Wave. Not me. All VTubers are my girlfriends, and if they say otherwise, I'm blocking them. You see that right there? You see that right there? Hey, we're social. Hi. Hello. What is it? But yeah. I actually remember the whole manager drama with ____ I didn't even tune into that one. I barely caught wind of it. I caught the stream. No, I caught everything as it was playing out on Twitter, where he locked everyone out of their accounts and stuff like that because he was listening to somebody who's being stupid. Last I heard, they're trying to do AI VTubers that old manager ____ had. And ____was like, maybe I did dodge a bullet. By the way, I can hear you, by the way. No, you good. I figured that was the case. Listen. Sometimes I pick up my own phone and scroll. Scroll and all that type of stuff. And then just kind of move forward. By the way, sorry for being terminally online the past few days. I know some of you are looking at my Twitter and being like, Kendra, why do you do this to yourself? For those that don't know, I got into a little bit of trouble yesterday. No, the day before. Yeah, I got in a little trouble the day before. Wait, was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? Or was it Sunday? I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. I got in a little bit of trouble because I ended up commenting on the Bao situation. So for those that don't know, because we're on the Bao situation anyway, what ended up happening was that Bao ended up making a tweet regarding men and how you should avoid powerful men in the space. This is true to a degree, but the problem is that she gendered the post despite a female content creator recently essaying somebody on screen and only getting a day ban. People got mad about that. People were defending her. She poked the bear. She got defended. She feels vindicated because everybody came to her defense. And so a couple days later, I didn't really personally care about that because I'm a girl. I'm not gonna really feel that heated. I usually just like let the people who know how to say that stuff eloquently say it more eloquently than I. But it all came ahead of me getting mad because what happened was that she ended up throwing Artist under the bus because she was like, Artist, if you don't have an NDA, please don't, she's like, artists, you need to not post before I post, because if you're not careful about that, because she's like, they should have offered NDAs and stuff like that. Please don't post before I post if I tell you that, and all that type of stuff. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Like, obviously, if they have NDAs and stuff like that, always be careful. Always be careful about that type of stuff. It can happen by accident. It can happen on purpose. You just always got to be careful. And then she came back 30 minutes later, because I have the screenshots, and then went and tweeted, I hate Skeb. And that made me really upset, because if you know what Skeb is, it's basically this hobby platform where artists can go on there and make money doing like quick sketches, quick art, and all that type of stuff. You can treat it as a job. Don't. It's literally a hobby website. The quality on there is a gotcha, because sometimes you'll get artists on there that are really, really, really good, and other times you get artists who are not so good, or if they are a fantastic artist, they rush the job and don't make it to the quality art that it usually would be for their actual like art they post and stuff. Basically, it's a hobby website, not an actual commission website. And what happened was that I was upset with that, because Skeb tells you this, like front page, like in their toss, do not like do commercial work with us. Don't do stuff like that with us, because that's not what we are. We are a hobby website. We aren't like that. And I was upset with it. A couple other people were upset with it, and we were like, you need to apologize to the company and stuff like that, because you're like spreading misinformation, and you're saying I hate this company in like a ton of comments, because she lies and says it was only one time. There were multiple comments. There were multiple comments people were passing around and screenshotting and everything, and it was like, you did this on purpose. Then the company came out, like, literally while I was sleeping, they ended up putting out a statement in English being like, please know that that is not what our website is for. Please stop treating us like an actual commission website. That's not what we do. And we tell you this like 4 times. And I was just like, okay, this is kind of embarrassing, but hey, at least she knows. And she silently deleted the tweets before that happened, and she did clarify that she did get emailed before, and that's why she deleted it, and that's why they put out their statement, because she took it down. Now, I thought it was kind of weird that she didn't say anything, and she should have apologized for it. However, can I be real with you? It would have been better if she didn't apologize, because the quote-unquote apology she gave was so abysmally bad that even I was just kind of like, I have all these screenshots of you literally saying you hate this company, and you cannot say I wasn't talking about Skeb when you actually had commenting to yourself and to other people, because she was trying to say, well, they were taken out of context because they were conversations with other people. No, one of your comments was literally tagged to yourself saying, I hate Skeb. You went out of your way half an hour later to comment to yourself, I hate Skeb. What context would that be? To be like, okay, I'm just gonna say I hate Skeb. If I just came out and just said, I hate such and such and so, you're gonna think I actually hate such and such and so. Because I literally just said I hate such and such and so. Like, I've literally said on the channel, I hate this individual, and this individual. It's one of the reasons why I don't like 𝑅𝒸𝓂𝓂𝓃𝒹𝒶𝓉𝒾𝑜𝓃𝓈 is a scammer, and a liar, and ab goes out of their way to lie. I do not like 𝑅𝒸𝓂𝓂𝓃𝒹𝒶𝓉𝒾𝓿, because stuff like that, like, again, people who go out of their way to either lie or spread misinformation or do stuff on purpose, because that's the key thing, doing it on purpose. Because it's one thing to do it by accident, but I've watched her streams. She does it on purpose. I've seen her do it multiple times. It's disgusting and gross. And so what ended up happening was that I ended up tagging her and being like, hey, I don't believe your apology, because you went out of your way to go back to your tweet. Because it's one thing if you do it in the heat of the moment, like at least within like 1 to 5 minutes. You know what I mean? It's one thing to do like 1 to 5 minutes, but she went back 30 minutes later to say, I hate this company. and then went on a spree going to other artists who were kind of weary about the website because they had other VTubers who had heard of the website but never joined the website, and being like, and like spreading misinformation that it's this terrible company that you should never do commissions on. And I was just like, you were doing this maliciously. This is not okay. You need to stop doing that. And I was like, no, we're gonna hold you accountable because you're not like 20, you're not 25 or anything. You're in your 30s. You genuinely could have ruined this company because you didn't read their policies, because now we know you didn't read, because they literally say in their toss, they put it in there 4 times. And then I was like, maybe she has learned. But then I'm like, no, we're gonna look at the comments and replies real quick, because what happened was that she was going through the replies, and she was she was going through the replies and trying to defend herself with multiple people. And because she did that with the Skeb tweet, before she deleted it, obviously, I was like, this is probably going to be a really bad wake-up call for a lot of people. And I went there and I saw that she was commenting with a different VTuber named 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝓈. Y'all already know my opinions on 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝓈. I don't like 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝓈 because she's privileged and she acts privileged. And what ended up happening was the fact that she's like, 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝓈 literally goes in and is like, oh man, I thought I understood your tweet. I can't believe it. This is just another reason to criticize you. Keep in mind, 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝓈 is a Twitch ambassador, so she's privileged, and she's gonna defend her friend in the most privileged manner. And Bao ends up responding, I know, right? It's not that serious. Paraphrasing, not the actual quote, but she basically says it's not that serious. So she didn't really learn anything, because I don't doubt that she respects artists, but this was a wake-up call to a lot of artists that she really does not actually respect artists, and I was offended by that. And I commented under her, and she was like, and I was like, you are lying. You did not, I screenshot that tweet. I'm like, pack it up, everyone. She didn't learn. She didn't learn at all. And I ended up finding a different tweet from her where she's like, well, you complained about Skeb one time. And I'm like, it wasn't one time. Here's you doing this multiple times. This is an issue. You need to actually learn from this. Otherwise, you're gonna do it again. So what ended up happening was I was one of the first people hit during her block spree. And I'm just like, listen, I'm not offended that you blocked me. I knew this was gonna happen. The issue is the fact that you baby yourself. The one thing I can't stand outside of liars and manipulators is people who baby themselves because they expect their babying to be your problem in the long run, especially with someone as popular as Bao, where if you don't keep that in check, you end up infantilizing yourself, and you just have a creepy fan base of grown men infantilizing you. And then again, you end up doing things that as a 30-year-old woman, you know is not okay, that even children don't get away with, and then make it everyone else's issue when you freak out. Be like, again, it's the whole thing with like in the Cinder doc where she's like, she screams at restaurant owners and she expects the best of the best of like 3 stars and above. And it's like, okay, that's concerning, but maybe there's context. And it's like, no, the Cinder stuff just revealed what's going on right now. Maybe Red was kind of right when he was saying that you're kind of weird and suspicious. I don't think he was stalking you. I think he kind of had a deep-seated intuition that you're kind of nuts is all I'm saying. And so I tweeted about it because I wasn't going to tweet about it, but I was like, you know what? No, we're going to inform people about this because I think it's kind of weird that she's going around, again, babying herself. And she's like, I messed up, guys. And then I didn't catch it previously, but everybody else talked about it better than I did, how she had to go back and edit in an I'm sorry in her second quote unquote apology. And it's just kind of like, I'm not saying that you didn't learn from this. Keep in mind, I've been following Bao on and off even before VTubing. I remember back in the day, she was one of the few people who covered 𝑘iko songs. Not a lot of 𝑘iko songs, since a lot of them were dark back in the days. Listen, not everyone is able to cover Substitute. And if you know what Substitute is, Godspeed. I feel bad for you. It means you fell down the Vocaloid 𝑘iko rabbit hole. But at the end of the day, it's like, you're an adult. I'm not gonna hold you to the same, here's the thing, it's one thing, again, to be in your 20s and making mistakes. You were still wrong because you're an adult. You need to be held accountable because we even hold kids accountable for some of this basic stuff. But you don't get that excuse when you're 30. I don't care how long I've been following you. I don't get that excuse. Heck, I've literally been trying my best not to do stuff like that. And at the end of the day, I can't stop it because I'm gonna get myself into trouble one day and I'm gonna end up being held accountable by you guys. And if I'm not held accountable by you guys, because God forbid you guys actually simp and hang on to any word I have, the internet's gonna hold me accountable. And that's something I can't afford, but at the same time, if I need it, I need it. Unfortunately, this is her first controversy where she thought that everyone would be on her side, and yet every artist pretty much found out then and there, you do not like artists, you like artists that simp for you. Because after everyone was blocked, she started going on a follow spree where she's now trying to build up her echo chamber. And can I be real with you? Some of those people who were posting about her following them was so creepy, and how some of them were going like, my goddess, my queen, and stuff like that. And I'm just like, ugh, that's kind of creepy, bro. Why would you say your goddess and your queen? She's not that. Listen, again, I've been following Bao since back in the day when she did UFO for 𝑘iko. If anyone's gonna say something like that, it's probably gonna be me, because I was an impressionable child back then. Issue is the fact that I'm also a functioning adult in society, and stuff like that is only reserved for, like, no one. I will just like you for who you are, and I'll just like your art or whatever. It's just weird. It's just weird to do stuff like that. I personally think it's weird if you, like, do the whole, like, my goddess, my queen thing. That's one of the reasons why I tell you, if anybody here is black and uses the whole, like, my goddess, my queen type thing, I always try and shut it down. I've always thought it was cringe. I also think it's just creepy to, like, do stuff like that. Can I be real with you? I think it's really creepy if you do the whole, like, sup, queen. I'm just like, ugh. It's cringe. You know Mau from Apothecary Diaries and how she reacts to Gingy? I've been getting Apothecary Diaries shorts. I need to pick up the series. What is it? Anytime, like, he tries to flirt with Mau, she shivers and is, like, really grossed out. That's me with anybody who uses, like, queen or whatever. I'm just like, ugh. That, and one time when we were signing up my sister for college back in the day, this one guy who did African American history, he was black, by the way, just to clarify, he found out that my sister at the time was dating a white boy, and he was actually offended, being like, he didn't say anything, but the one thing I remember from him was that as he was leaving the room, there was a different girl who was also signing up, and he like glared or looked at my sister weird and was like, come on, queen, to the other girl. And I was just like, we were all just kind of like, ew, do you like, we're not gonna take your class because you give off weird vibes of wanting to hook up with the young students. I'm sorry. Just me personally. Also, I'm back. I can read the chat again, don't worry. I had to get that all off in one go because I knew good and well I was not going to finish properly. Skeb is where I calm my taboo art. Listen, use Skeb for how Skeb's purpose is. Skeb is an art website for hobbies. Like, mangaka use it. They don't use it as their job, but they do use it. Like, I like Skeb because it lets me, like, know that this mangaka is still active if they use Skeb. And, like, a good example, one artist I want to calm so badly because I found out that they're still active, is the mangaka of Karin the Chibi Vampire. I found out that she or he has a scab. That is so good. I want to calm them because obviously they're not gonna last on Twitter forever, but again, I was so happy when I saw that. It's so cute. And some of the art that people have, they literally will calm them being like, give Karin a happy marriage with the male MC. And it's just cute photos of the main couple from Karin the Chibi Vampire being happy. And you can have them have your OC. You can have your OC with Karin too. That's one art I want to commission so badly. It's so cute. It's so cute, but I gotta get the money first. I accidentally had to call my bank yesterday. So, okay, this is funny. So what happened was that we ended up losing a credit card a couple of months back, and the credit card company has been like hounding us. Being like, where's the money? Where's the money? Like, not at our door, but like they're like, you know, the phone call of like, it's your monthly payment because the cards needed to be paid off. And so what happened was one of my family members accidentally answered the phone because they thought it was a different family member. And so I had to rush to be like, I guess I'm gonna give you money that I really shouldn't be giving you so that you can back off. And so I lost $120. I lost money. I was just like, did you find the card? No, we have to order a new one, which thankfully, because I was on the phone with the people and I explained to them the situation, they're sending me a new version of my card. Jury's out on the other 2 cards owned by different family members, but we'll probably get new ones for those ones either. Those ones too. Kendra, my goddess. Ugh. Can we talk about the fact that all the criticism she requoted a burner account to be a victim? Yeah, that one is actually really cringe. I'm pretty sure, because like, what is it? Because I know Mizu brought it up too. I don't think it was Bao either, though it could have easily been if we really want to jump hoops with it. I really think it was just a fan that wanted attention from her and got that attention from her and then ended up just disappearing because they're like, my life is fulfilled. I love all the attention I get from you, even the disgust. That was one of the last women to be called a goddess, unless she were a lustful goddess. Now, you might be onto something with that. Geez, the guy's a weirdo. I don't like being called queen. Okay, Kendra, my goat, even though technically you're a deer. To be honest, what is it? It'd be one thing if it was like the meme phrases like my goat, because like that's a joke. The queen thing I don't like because people actually mean it. You know what I mean? And people mean the goat too. But it's not the same as queen. It just feels weird and I wouldn't say parasocial, but definitely concerning, at least anytime I've seen it. It's like, I guess parasocial, parasocial predatory? That's the word. Anytime someone uses queen or goddess in terms of like, it feels predatory. Even when they don't mean it's predatory, it's just that it's used with people, so like who always want to like, I guess not flirt, but you know, Kendra might cringe. Do it. What is it? Pay your bills. Listen, I want to pay my bills, but I didn't want to give away 120. 120. We lost the car for a hot minute. I think an art of Karin's brother with his family would be a good request. Okay, yes, but I want art of Karin and me because Karin is cute and I like Karin, which reminds me, I need to get into the manga. That's one manga I want to, so what is it? If you guys didn't know, I paused the manga readings because I'm trying to find a slideshow presentation type thing where I can animate it so that it's more fully involved and stuff like that. I want it to be more involved when I transition from scene to scene, and I want it to be more kind of animated and stuff. And one of the manga, 2 manga we're going to be like probably covering back to back is the Karin the Chibi Vampire manga and the Land of the Lustrous manga, and a couple of one-shots in between. because there's been some really good one-shots coming out as of late. There's this one shot that came out on Jump, and it was really good. It was about this eyeball creature. So they basically found this like demon king, and they like killed him and split him up into multiple pieces, and one of them became like a NEET, and the other one to like this one dude as like a brother. And they can't see him, only the person that interacted with him. It's like really good. And it was man, I kind of wish it would have gotten an official series, because I was really into it, because I really liked the characters. And I actually really felt the struggle, because the one thing I liked that this character acknowledged, he's like, man, I hate the shonen trope of when they go off to an organization and they leave everyone else behind. And then it's like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do as a character? And then they actually like they like address it. And it's also like a really good like youth like kind of manga, where it's like he like learns in like the teenage way a Shonen Jump manga would go. It was actually really good. We need to talk about it one day. Kendra, my empress. Kendra, my black magical girl. Oh my gosh. It could be her burner, but even if not, doesn't matter anyway, because Bao is still dead wrong anyways. It wasn't her ult. I can tell, because I actually went to the account and I actually scrolled the replies. They had never talked about Bao until they said Bao should like Minecraft. They didn't talk about Bao, because if you look at that account, it was active for a whole year and only ever made less than 5 posts. Less than 5 or 10 posts. Then it jumped on the train and antagonized Bao, and Bao just so happened to see it. It looked sad, it looked pathetic, it was pathetic. But Kendra, how can I love bomb you as a much bigger male creator if I can't use queen or goddess? Oh my gosh. Money. Bring me my money. I need to make up that 120. I view those people as more to their King Julian. Oh my gosh, that's actually, oh my gosh. To be fair, with how some of these people are acting, we might as well make the Mort theory real, but in a different way. I mean, I guess the Mort theory really is real if you really think about it. I'm like, you cannot be, I don't know. Maybe it's because I grew up, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's because I grew up stable-ish. I don't know, jury's out for my mental. I'm a VTuber. I want to be an Olympic athlete, but I'm a VTuber. Jury's out for that stability, but I just can't understand people who get obsessed with a person. Like people who have a crush on a celebrity. I didn't really have a celebrity crush. I tried. Like I actually actively tried at one point. And then I forgot about it after like 2 days. I like talked about it. I had like I guess a quote unquote crush on Drake Bell. And then I forgot about it. And then like, I remember my sister, she was like, I loved Hannah Montana. I cried during the finale. And I was like, cried during the finale? I mean, it was a sad finale. It was a send off to a nearly decade long series, but I wouldn't really say crying about it. It was just time for her to go. And I understood like TV production like that. She just wanted to pursue new things. So I was kind of like, this is exactly how we would end a series like this. But I've never really had something like that. I think I just grew up kind of like that. Granted, I never really, I wanted friends, but I couldn't really make it a friend attachment, even though I wanted to. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Of all people, why Drake Bell? He was the cool one from Drake and Josh and stuff back in the day. This was like back when I was like 7 and stuff like that. Hey, listen, at least it turned out that most of that stuff was not fake, but definitely over-exaggerated. It's one of those things, you know what I mean? Draw me like one of your abstract girls. Today is also Oshi Day. You may as well rename it the Cringe Day, so give a ghost pepper to your Oshi. You know what's really funny? I don't think Oshi is cringe. Oshi is not cringe. I think if you have someone who inspires you, that's different than saying like my goddess and queen, because it's actually you worshiping the person. Whereas like, what is it, I respect people who just have oshi, not a kami oshi. I think kami oshis are kind of weird, not super weird, but kind of weird. But like, if you have someone who inspires you, like, totally go for it. Like look up to them and build your thing so that you can be like them. A good example, my oshi is Suisei. I like Suisei because she's actually a really cool inspiration. I like the journey she went to become like the professional that she is right now. That, and she's really funny. So it's like, it depends. If you actually worship your oshi, you're weird. Like that one guy who everybody copy pasted and stuff, the copy pasta, where it's like, I should have known, what was it, I think it was Narissa, Moonmei, or Callie, where they were dead, no, Kiara, where they were like, I am no longer a KFP. Today is my the more theory is unironically half right, at least. God, what was DreamWorks on before Shrek? Everybody remembers Chell from Eris from Sinbad. Woof. No wonder my taste in women is messed up. What is it? To be fair, not a lot of people really know about Sinbad. I only found out about Sinbad because one of my old babysitters just played it on TV. And then I ended up seeing it, I think, a couple years later and stuff. But yeah, I'm not really shocked about how people don't remember Eris. It's just kind of an movie. Nobody really remembers, let's be real here, nobody really remembers the Sinbad movie anyway. People just remember, Road to El Dorado and Prince of Egypt, because those were really, really good movies. Oh yeah, of all people, Andre Bell, lol. Oh no, Oshi's not cringe. The people that treat this day, though, that's a different story. Like, I think it's weird to have, like, shrines to celebrities and stuff. Like, I like Mafu Mafu. I even actually thought I had a crush on Mafu Mafu, and then it turned out just to be, like, high admiration for his struggle. But, like, seeing some of the people have, like, all the badges, all the merch, all that type of stuff, I'm just like, but why? It's just sitting in a corner of your room just collecting dust, or you dusting it and stuff like that. Like, I'd understand buying celebrity clothes, not only just to support the celebrity, but because it might look nice on you. Like, I bought, like, what is it? I have a favorite musician. His name is Trickle. Good utaite, not utaite, good utaite. And anytime I've ever bought something from him, it's because I like it, or because I'm like, I kind of don't want to have FOMO with this, so I'll buy it anyway. Like, I bought the Trickle mouse pad and I bought the Trickle hoodie. I only bought the hoodie because my old hoodie decided to just die one day and have a bunch of holes through the sleeves. I couldn't keep wearing that because I didn't want to get latched onto a door, which has happened a couple of times before I got rid of it. But I'm just kind of like, do we really, a shrine? Really? A shrine? Are we going that far? I can understand, like, I can understand collecting figurines, but shrine? Now, I do like these figurine shelves, though, because you got some figurines on there that look really nice, and I would own them, too, and they just so happen to be the same character. Fine by me. Having like a figurine collection is different from having, like, a shrine. At least to me. What is it? Oh, the KFP League of Legends copy pasta. Oh yeah, that's right, that was. Did you see the Doki Bird Rivals clip? Yes, I do remember that. Was it Rivals clip? The one with the guy, who confessed? Did you see the Vox Oculus shrine? Can I be real with you? I try and stay away from anything Vox related. He's weird. Remember all three of those movies? The animated Sinbad is definitely the least noteworthy, though. Pretty much. Like, anytime I hear about the movie... Actually, can I be real with you? The ending of the movie is the only thing I remember from the movie, and a clip from Nostalgia Critic where he was looking at Eris's animation. That is the only noteworthy things I remember about the movie. That and the "you're lying" bit. Did you see the box? I remember, Eris is the best part of the Sinbad movie. It's like a fever dream. You forget about her until you find a random clip of her again. Pretty much. Road to El Dorado gave a lot of men love for brown woman. Never ask a racist the race of his girlfriend. No, it isn't the pedo clip. Wait, what? Diddy Bird? Wait, no, I do not know about that one. If you are in, what is it? If you're in the Discord, send me that clip. I need to see this. It was Apex Legends. Oh, that's cringe. Oh my god. I had to hydrate for a second. Never ask a white supremacist the color of his skin. Listen, I've seen some white listen, you haven't seen a white supremacist until you've seen a black white supremacist. Like you think it's bad now. You think it's cringe with a white supremacist. You've not seen a black white supremacist. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh my gosh. The self-hatred is off the charts. Oh my gosh. Can I be real with you? Oh my gosh, the one thing I'm so happy about. I know he's not coming back to streaming. I am so happy Xandu is okay. I was so worried. So for those that don't know, before all the Niji Sanji stuff happened, I actually used to be a really big fan of Niji Sanji, specifically of Ike Eveland and Albin Knox. Those were two of my favorites. And for female VTubers, it was definitely Nina Kosaka, because I had been following her even before she became Nina Kosaka at the time. Now she's Matara Khan. And at the time I was really getting into Millie Parfait, but before it turned out that she was a psycho crazy bully and stuff like that. I like Ike, you like Ike, everyone likes Ike, yeah! But I really liked Ike because he seemed pretty chill and down to earth and stuff like that, and he liked Hatsune Miku. You're already my friend if you like Hatsune Miku. And so when he ended up just suddenly quitting from Niji Sanji, I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, what did you guys do to him? Which was after the Doki Bird stuff, like long after. And he came back today, now as his previous Xandu persona, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you're okay, because listen, his note was so distressed that I was kind of like, please tell me you didn't die, you're not like dying, bro. So I was really happy. Not only that, I stopped watching him because I was like on a Niji Sanji boycott, because I didn't want to support Niji Sanji. If he ever came back as Xandu, I would continue watching him again, because I started watching him right before the Doki Bird stuff like took off, and I was like, I can't support the company, and you were also in the black stream, bro. And then he finally cleared that up today, being like, I was misinformed, and we had a long talk, and I'm super happy, because the one thing that annoyed me about the black stream was how Ike just seemed to be there, and nobody made a meme out of him crinkling his water bottle every 5 seconds, because I'm just like, why are you here? And so I was like, okay, good, you really were there just against your will. Jury's out for Alira and Boxo. I don't trust those two, especially with whatever's coming out about Alira and whatever's coming out about Box. But I'm really happy that Xandu is doing so well. I know he's not coming to streaming, but man, if he ever did, I'ma be happy. I'm gonna be happy. What is it? That reminds me, N Binted was stimming over Doki the other day. Then he used to hate her. Yeah, he used to hate her, and he also said her Minecraft self-deletion wasn't a big deal. I don't like Bint. I've like said this on the channel multiple times. I don't like Bint because Bint is a coward, and cowards don't deserve attention. I even tweeted this out. What is the point of giving Bint attention? He can't even stream. He tried streaming once, it got stressful, and now all he does is hang on Twitter. He's not influential, he doesn't have connections, all he does is complain all day. And that says a lot, because I think I already complain a lot. But no. If you want to hear anybody complain, just go to Bint's activity and scroll however many times he brings up Kirsche. just scroll however many times he brings up Kirsche. And it was like funny the first 5 seconds. And then it just kept going for 10. And I'm just like, you are sad. You're a sad, pathetic individual. Get a job. Black women and white women are the most racist between the two races. And ironically, they have the most stable relationships right behind Asian relationships. You see that right there? You see that right there? Why are you putting me on that? Why are you calling me a racist? I only started making white jokes last year. Check 𝑅𝒸𝒃𝓃𝓃𝓈. Okay. We're gonna, I'm gonna look at it off stream. But yeah, Bigoted Berry in the chat. Which of the Niji boy is jacked in VR? Oh, that's 𝑅𝒸𝒃𝓃𝓃𝓈. You think I forgot about that? Yeah. So many female VTubers I have watched seem to be really like Ike. Yeah, no, like Ike's really definitely like a chill dude. You can like tell. That's why it was so like weird when he just suddenly quit. I really liked Ike, and so I was really kind of like worried for his like safety and stuff when he just put out that distressing message being like, I can't handle it anymore, I need to get off of the internet for a while. And I'm glad that he's actually taken the time and hasn't harmed himself. And again, really good. He sounds like a pretty good dude. I don't know, we don't know him behind the scenes, but telling by how he actually sat down and handled things like an adult, especially compared to the people not handling it like an adult these past couple of days, I'm actually really happy for him. That's also one of the reasons why I didn't tweet about it yesterday, because I knew if I tweeted about it while also tweeting about the Bao stuff, it would look clout chasey and it would look really, really bad. So that's why I waited a day where I was like, all right, I want to tweet the stuff about Xandu and everything, because I was happy about that. I was so happy about that, you know? Yeah, extremely out of place. So many, what is it? Bint doesn't give me attention. I think he's scared of me. To be fair, Bint only gives bigger people attention because they always hop from people to people. Like right now, they're trying to simp for Bao, and I'm just like, she's not gonna give you attention, bro. She's not gonna keylog you. He does nothing but complain. Bro is a beacon for the unemployed, I guess. He is the beacon. He hasn't been complaining recently. The guy he wanted to win an election won, so he's celebrating. Oh. Block him. People in my grade usually say the N-word, but I breathe and a kid calls me racist. You see that right now? Shouldn't have breathed. I'm black, Kendra. I thought we established this. I'm allowed to make jokes at your expense. I haven't forgotten that. Can we get claps in the chat for Nintendo's downfall? To be fair, that wasn't really gonna be a downfall. That was obvious. For some reason, people are treating Nintendo having their patent shot down as like a win against Nintendo. But if you know, like, not even know the law, if you just know how businesses work and stuff like that, and the conversations people have online, you already knew the patent wasn't gonna go through. Because that would mean so many other games would have to like bend their knees, even outside of Nintendo. Forget about Nintendo and Power World. Some of the stuff would have to be like severely regulated according to Pokemon, and they're not going to do that because they already have like issues now with everything. You know, basically it would be bad, and it would basically, again, a bunch of games would have to be regulated. They're not going to want to do that. I was thinking what would happen if it like went through, but again, it didn't. Any win I get, I'll take it. I'm petty. What even is racism anymore? And I mean being called a racist, what does that mean? What does that even mean? Oh, so racism back in the day was basically calling people slurs, and now racism nowadays is calling calling out a race anything but slurs. Because they don't want to sound like a bigot, but they always use the polite language that still wraps around back to being racist. Like how people are afraid of saying black now. That just makes you weird, bro. Just say black people. Just don't go around saying you black or you Asian people or those Asian people. It's, again, they say everything but slurs. You already know who they are. what is it? Slurs, lynch, etc. That's what racism used to be. Now it's just anything that hurts people's feelings and they are a minority. No. Here's the thing. I think it's one thing, because, like, I don't agree with the whole, like, microaggressions thing, but there is a reason why that came up, because, again, people don't say slurs anymore. Or the people who say slurs, they're not really saying slurs, they're just trying to get under people's skin and stuff like that. And then you'll have the occasional real racist that'll do stuff like that. But again, modern racism is, and I hate to call it like this, the white woman racism, where they're like, they won't tell you that they're being racist, but it's like, what is it, when Mizu a couple of days ago said, oh, bless your heart, and all that type of stuff, where they'll say, oh, bless your heart, and oh, you, and all that type of stuff when you do something that they deem to be stupid and stuff like that. That's modern racism. That's modern racism. Where they're not gonna tell you, but they're gonna be like, oh, well, you could change this, or you can do this, and you're gonna help me, right? But you're gonna help me. And all that type of stuff. We went to a place that was like that. That's what modern racism is. They weren't bad people, but they were also still racist. They were at least trying not to, though. Hello, Path Routes. It's been a while. Bring back slurs. Oh, they were funnier. Here's the thing. That's one of the reasons why I don't get offended by race jokes. Because they're race jokes. And here's the thing, so long as you do a race joke right and it's actually funny, who cares? Issue is that some people who do race jokes don't do race jokes good. I'm gonna be real with you, some of the best race jokes are people who either get creative or black people. Or Asian people. Basically anyone who isn't white. I'm just saying. Some of you got some of the white people have bangers. Not a lot. Busy drawing. Ooh, cool. Tell me what you're drawing. The worst type of that in fan fiction. Yes, I was once cringed and used to write fanfics and reading the words that people used to describe black people. Just why in the heck do they use those words? Listen, I'm familiar with how some people would describe black people as chocolate. That's one of the other terms, along with queen and goddess, that I hate. Describing someone as chocolate. Now, like, what is it? Like, a good example of, like, racism from, like, back in the day. Garter belt from Panty and Stocking. Let's be real here. How they treated everyone in that series was racist. They still treated them with respect. They were just also it was blackface. So when they changed them and did the actual, like, good designs they did now, that was actually really good, because Trigger's always been respectful and always wanted to, like, learn other races and stuff. It's just the fact that their race, it was racist, and they corrected that. You know what I mean? Kendra, I heard you need something from me. I didn't call you. You're still here? It's over. I always do that meme sometimes. I'm drawing candy canes. Ooh. I'm half Latino. Most of the Latino people I know find pretty much any race thing about them funny. Yeah, from what I'm hearing, it actually is, except Latinx. I posted a Doki clip in Drama Llama. I don't know if you saw it during the ad break. What is it? I know. What is it? You told me about that. I'm gonna look at that after stream and stuff like that, because I can't look because we're just chatting, and if I look at it right now, it's gonna get feedbacked into the mic. I hate the racist Karens that have taken over Southern woman insults. At least back then, she was actually talking about individuals. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's Southern woman insults. Yeah, it's Southern woman insults. Send your best Harriet. Yes, they are descriptive words. The problem is that it's ultra cringe. Yeah, I can forgive fanfics because they're just being cringe. They're cringe teenagers and stuff like that. Some of them are grown women, but we're not going to talk about that. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. But you know what I mean. Latinx is where we draw the line, Kendra. It's a harmful slur. Bless your heart. Here's the thing. Latinx is... I've heard it. If someone wants to be called that, they can. The issue is that I know someone, we all know that a white person came up with it, and if it wasn't a white person that came up with it, it is a Latino or Latina who came up with it, who has been influenced by white people. The reason I say this is because they actually tried doing the same thing with Filipino, and they called it Filipinx, and I'm just like, you didn't think this through, did you? I talked about this like a while ago, but so what happened was that a couple years ago, they came up with a chart where they tried applying Latinx to Filipino and other like Asian cultures. The issue is the fact that no one thought about the Filipinx at all, because if you say it fast enough, it sounds like Filipinas. I've been laughing about that for years. Haha, I remember seeing that. Yup. Oh yeah, was it the Philippines? Yeah, the Philippines, and it was something else. I don't remember. Oh man, that was so bad. That was so bad. The white woman that eats Chipotle and has a degree in social studies in underwear. No! No! Alright, careful with the homophobic jokes. I'm not someone who's super hard on it, but I always want to be careful about that. Oh, I remember that. We can't quit. We can't quite think that one through. Philippines. If they were trying to call us ginks. Oh man, I said it. Oh, that's right. I remember seeing someone unironically replace folks with Oh my gosh, that just sounds like someone trying to what is it? Folks and whatever folks that is just sounds like someone who's trying to make fetch a thing, and it's not going to be a thing. Am I wrong? Listen, you may not be wrong, but we also want to be careful. I noticed that chat is getting bigger. It is day by day. Wait a minute, hold up. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. Yeah, I think we're good. Bigger as in more people? That I do agree. Oh, I know, the Pepe. Oh my gosh. This is around the time of Latinx coming around. Yeah, that one was quit giving Elon ideas. As if Elon cares about races. Listen, people are still debating about if that guy people are still debating if that guy saluted or not. I don't think he saluted, but I also get it if people do think he saluted, because brother is weird. Also, guys, do you know about that comic that's been going around as of late? So for those that don't know, someone has been doing a VTuber, the most clout chasing VTuber award type comic series that's been going around as of late. It's so funny. It's so funny because they're not wrong. Our first contenders right now are Rushia and Shy Lily. I really think someone's behind the account that knows these people and just isn't saying anything, but at the same time, it could easily just be a fan of everybody who's just like, listen, I'm not saying that y'all are crazy, but y'all are crazy. Oh no, that salute is what every politician did. Listen. You got some people who do try to escape allegations by being like, I didn't do that. You did it. And hindsight is like 50-50, 20-20, all that type of stuff. The only good time X was ever added to a name, it was Sora to Roxas. Oh my gosh, Roxas. If Elon decides to make a video platform, he should call it, I can't read Roman numerals. I'm calling them crazy. I like it because it's absolutely blatant. I thought it was actually, he likes him a bit unhinged. Hello, El Ringo. It is so long since I've seen you. But hello, El Ringo. Funny thing is that Cinder is still bigger than Shy despite her being gone for 6 months. To be fair, for those that actually read the doc, if you read the doc, it was a good, here's the thing, it was a long doc, but it was a good doc. I'm just waiting for Akko's videos on the matter. I ain't watching these other people. The fact that they couldn't even get past the first few pages, which, by the way, I said this last time, my critique about Cinder's doc still remains the same. She should have trimmed all of that out and put it towards the end, but at the same time I understand why she did it, but she should have made that intro a page and then got straight into the Nanolyst stuff. You already know my opinion on Nanolyst. I don't trust that girl. And then after everything that happened, I still don't trust that girl, and I was right. I'm vindicated, and so is everybody else who was treated poorly by her. That's all I'm saying. I like women that will just off me if I mess up. Oh my gosh. It wasn't a doc, it was the best book of the year. I mean, it definitely would have been the #1 bestseller if she published it. Red did not help himself in that doc, but Nanolyst was proven to be a liar. Can I be real with you? With the recent Bow crash out, he may have not have been wrong. Like, it was obsessive and weird, but he was proven right. Lol got herself in a POC drama. Listen, at first, it seemed really weird how he was going after Bow, but remember what a certain horse said. You don't know these people. These people are friends. They know them better than you. Oh yes, they definitely know them better than you, because whoa boy, are they crazy. And he may have been actually right the entire time. Still weird that you were, what is it? Because I don't think I think Bao was kind of lying a little bit when she was saying that he paid for a subscription to see her breakdown, because he literally said I was already there and just so happened to catch the breakdown because everyone was commenting on it in her Discord, because obviously she just randomly logged out and she was complaining in her chat and stuff like that. And he said he couldn't get the screenshot because he was already removed from her Discord. And so she tried to spin it being like, he paid for a subscription to see me break down, and it's like, something seems suspicious about the way you said that. I think you're kind of weird, girl. Red was Doki's level of suspicious. Guys, today I figured out Trump will ban. Oh my gosh. No! Wasn't talking about what Red was thinking. I was talking about how he acted in DMs to Nano. Oh yeah, no, I think he got way too close to Nano, and if anything, he needed to not talk with her. He sounded like he was way too flirty with her. And cringe. Flirty and cringe. I can't believe people talk like that. I'm sorry. I hope I never get that cringe when I'm 30. I don't know, I've been talking like this ever since I was like a kid. I just don't want to be that cringe, because that was cringe. This is a fun music stream, to be fair. Music was just the main topic. All of this was done is made me just like several VTubers I used to like and become a Cinder fan, which I used to be just indifferent towards in the past. I actually liked Cinder in the past, but I didn't like her enough to like watch her streams, but it did inspire me to pick up singing and stuff like that, because even though her CPR cover was really garbage, she still put it out there, and she still wanted to learn to sing and stuff. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point, to put it out there to sing. Then some people had the nerve during the Cinder drama to be like, now that we're finally free to criticize her, can we just say that her CPR cover was absolute booty cheeks? And it's like, y'all really are just stupid, huh? Because even here's the thing, I didn't like her like that, and even I could tell her cover was booty cheeks. Guess what? She still tried. You're not gonna erase that. That was so like, bro, I lost so much respect for that person that I was just like, I'm unfollowing you. Heard they went on a mental health break and might not come back and all that type of stuff, but they might come back because they want to support their fans and stuff like that, but I was just like, oh, you are so wishy-washy. And then the funny thing was is that he ended up getting kind of sympathetic towards the Bishoujo situation, because he was like, man, when I look back at it, I was the one who kind of helped shed light off of Bishoujo. And I'm just like, you were also one of the people that said no one would care to see smaller talents and stuff until we found out the name of those smaller talents. That's just me. Sergeant Dokes from Dexter to help. Oh, okay. Mag, I already told you, never trust any Brazilian woman. You're too used to sounding out Japanese. Oh, okay. I don't know how to pronounce it. You are right about that Japanese though. In the end, Red was right about Belle. This is true. What do you mean, Kendra? We all got the cringe RP when we were reading that doc, lol. Bro, can I be real with you? I didn't think people talked like that. That's like something... What is it? Those DMs are like something people come up in like fake commercials of people texting each other so they can advertise phones and stuff. But worse. Without any filters. I disagree with Mizu a decent bit on some things. Funny enough, Silverveil is the one who I lost the most respect for. Silverveil is kind of weird because it's like, on the one hand, I still respect her, and on the other hand, you're still hanging out with Nanolas despite her taking money from other people to drop you. That is why I lost respect for Silver, because it was one thing when people thought, because like technically Cinder did admit, yeah, she did hate Silverveil, but obviously because Silverveil started it first. But it's the fact that you still choose to hang out with Nanolas. And she literally took, like, what was the one thing I really did not like about Nanolas? The fact that she took bribes and lied to Silverveil. And it's the fact that you're still hanging out with this person who took bribes against you and even begged money from other people to drop you. That is pathetic, and that is someone you should never hang around, because you think they're on your side until they do it again. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't like that. I always get excited when a streamer shouts me out. Wait, hold up, a quick test. Pick up the mic. Okay, phew. I ironically knew people who I used to talk to in high school who talked similarly. Oh. Well, I didn't really go to high school. I hung around adults. So that's probably why. I hung around, I hung around church women and my mom who talks like, normal. Yeah, just normal. I didn't really understand all the new modern slang. All I just did was watch YouTube all day. Maybe pick up inflections of how I land jokes from YouTubers and watch YouTube stuff. But that's about it. So it didn't surprise me. There could have been more on the shy part, but it was the right move to label a lot of it as speculation. To be fair, it was good that she labeled it as speculation, because she was literally proven right like a week or two later. Unpopular opinion, KPDH is overrated. What's KPDH? I disagree. I think Silverveil was just a complete jerk and liar about everything. Well, to be fair, a lot of it is just speculation. Except the DMs with Aru. I think Aru is just weird. Can I be real with you? I think Aru is also, she was just trying to rip off Cinder, and then chimed in and then was like, well, I know I'm being called out, but I still think she's evil, even though I look like a direct clone of her. But I digress. It's even crazier. Thank you for the hydrate. It's even crazier because Nano asked Red if she should drop Silverveil, and he said it was up to her, and she then dropped her and begged Red for more work. That's what I mean. She took the money. She's like, she wanted to be bribed. She's like, give me more money. And Silver actively chooses to stay with her. And it's like, that's on you if you get betrayed again. That's on you if you get betrayed. But I digress with that too. So, now with all the new people in chat, tell me the music you're listening to. This was a trap. The drama talk was to get you all into a false sense of security so that you can tell me all your music that you're listening to. Tell me your Vocaloid recommendations and everything. By the way, I don't say it often enough, but if you want to know what I'm listening to as of late, go press exclamation, type exclamation point playlist, and you'll always, and I update it as much as I can. I try and update it with any new songs I find, and you can find all the songs I always listen to. I should have it working for YouTube and Twitch. Exclamation point playlist. That is the music I listen to. You will like it. I like it. Oh my god, I don't believe you have on repeat right now. Buy me music and then you won't have to listen to it as often. It's even, what is it? I already hydrated. Look, I know Ara from before the VTuber thing. She was trying to grift Tekken and the FGC by being the hot gamer girl who plays the fighting games. Who does she remind me of? Yeah, I don't like her because she reminds me of Denims. I don't watch Denims, but I've seen Denims. Denims is a grifter, weirdo grifter girl who pretends to fight the patriarchy, but she profits from the patriarchy. I've watched Utena. I know these types of women now. Granted, I've already known these types of women exist even before Utena. It just Utena validates me for knowing that there are a ton of women like that. But anyway, bamboozled, Sabaton, soldier of heaven. Oh my, a lot of chat. Yes. Tom Jones, green grass of home. Was it green grass of home? Ah, I see. Since I'm a Nikke fan, I tuned into Cinder's stream as I watched the story talked about something related to her situation and she broke down. Now, we're not going to talk about that because I think that was a personal moment between her and her chat about everything that happened. I did see that clip though. It was heartbreaking, but I'm actually happy that she's doing a lot better. If anything, it's a lesson that she's ain't perfect. And she still came out stronger in the end. Was it? I've never heard green grass of home. And I've never heard of Sabaton, soldier of heaven. Oh my gosh. I have been listening to, I already said this at the top of the stream, I've been getting back into my Kage Pro days. Every once in a while I get back into Kage Pro and I love it. But I hate specifically, not Tomoe Answer. It's the one, it's the sister of Shintaro, which I can't remember. I don't like her song. It's so weird. Oh, hi Effective Colt 8. Hello. How are you doing today? Cleaned my ears earlier. It's weird having all the air go through in and out and it's not punctured. It's just weird having clean ears. Hot gamer girl and fighting game community. There's too many of those in the fighting game community. They always cause problems, and the ones that always cause the problems are mid anyway. Here's the thing: they are conventionally attractive. The issue is the fact that obviously guys love the conventionally attractive. Truth nuke. What is it that I've been listening to? I've been listening to Ira. Oh my gosh. I've been listening to Ira. What is it? Ira, Lem, Jin. I need to see if Jin is making anything else nowadays, because I know he, I think he wrote a song for Otto recently. Currently listening to Yuzuki. Yes. Not you adding a comma. Thing is, I body Aro and several of these hot gamer girls when I used to compete in Tekken, lol. Well, duh. Listen, I don't play fighting games. I want to because I want to kick Soul Dipper's butt one of these days. But listen, I appreciate the gaming history it has, the culture surrounding it. Like when Smash Bros came out and everyone is actually educating people on Tekken. No, they actually weren't educating people on Tekken. They were educating people about King of Fighters. And all the Tekken fans were salty that nobody knew in the Smash Bros community about the Tekken lore. No, I didn't add a comma. Of course, I meant to say colon. No, I did. Kendra, I'm gonna need you to put on 𝑅𝒸𝒃𝓃𝓃𝒹𝒶𝓃𝓃 music, dude. Listen, I'm trying to branch back out. That's what I was thinking about earlier. Oh my gosh. Have you guys... Okay, so you guys have been watching the 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝓃𝒹𝒃𝓃𝓃 Pick up tech and I will teach you, Kendra. Maybe. Have you guys been seeing the 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝓃𝒹𝒃𝓃𝓃 movie? I've not seen the 𝑅𝒸𝒂𝓃𝓃𝒹 movie. But man, I've been seeing the clips from the trailers and stuff like that, and the thing that's been getting me the most is the music. I can't believe they had Kenshi Yonezu and Hikaru Utada doing the music for the ending and opening theme. It was so freaking good. It was actually really freaking good. What is it? Has anybody seen that yet? Oh my gosh. They've been what is it? For those that don't know, the ending, what is it? The opening theme is Iris Out, and the ending theme is Jane Doe. I've been obsessed with Jane Doe recently. It's so freaking good. Because I remember I used to listen to Utada back then when I didn't know what Kingdom Hearts was. And then I ended up listening to her with Kingdom Hearts and I was like, oh man, this is really good. Her voice has improved so greatly. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm just here for the Bakugo slander. Oh my gosh. Now I can't really talk about the fighting game community and the girls and the issues that it has, so I can't really comment on that more than I've already had. So I guess that's just how it be. Oh yeah, no, I talked about that in a server one time where I was just like, guys, I don't know what's going on in my timeline, but there's been 𝑅𝒸𝒃 and Bakugo slander that going on for the past couple of hours nowadays. And it's actually really fun. Do you get the Kick America penny dollars from our warm bodies here on Kick? I have no idea. Also, I'm sorry I missed your message, Effective Cult. I think, I don't know why, but for some reason, I gotta go and fix it. They did say Kick was kind of unstable on, StreamerBot's chat, so maybe I gotta update it and stuff like that. So hopefully that will, fix it. Because I don't like the fact that you guys can't see your own messages on here. I always try and make sure of that. Oh my gosh. So I do gotta ask, why is your stream stuttering? To be fair, we've been going on for 3 hours. I have no idea. For some reason the stream's been stuttering, but when I go back to the VODs, it's not as stuttery. I think it's just because of bandwidth and stuff. I have been, and I have a lot of stuff on screen. Likely due to the fact that I've been trying to swap programs so that it's not as so that I don't pay for a subscription to have everybody in chat, because I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Some of my old music has been appearing in my playlist. The latest one was Hot Limit by High and Mighty Color. That's been happening to me too as of late. I don't know what YouTube has been doing. I think it's just because of the way I used to click on YouTube, and so I've been getting a lot more of the older music I used to listen to when I was a kid. I know the Onegama Melody soundtrack has been appearing in my feed as of late. I've been in the mood to listen to more of just the older stuff that I used to listen to, like Endless Story by the Cubics Curses Curious anime. I've been listening to more of the Hitsuji no Chaika soundtrack, because if you guys know, one of the anime that I love the art style of is Hitsuji no Chaika. And it's an interesting series. I wouldn't say it's the best series. Its ending was the ending, which had its reasons. But it's really the what is it? This was back then when Inori who did the Inori did. Oh wait, okay, so Inori, I can't remember her last name, but Inori was the musician who did the opening theme for Is That a Zombie? Problem Children Are Coming to Another World. Both opening themes for Hitsuji no Taika. She did a couple of other ones too. I don't think she did the Data Live opening. She didn't do a No Game No Life. She didn't do No Game No Life. Different singer. When I was watching her VOD of Species Unknown, it stuttered badly. Oh, that, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just because I didn't change the settings for Species Unknown. You said to change them, but I didn't know how to change them. I also got the opening of School Rumble, got me in the mood to rewatch it. Can I be real with you? I did not like the ending. I did not like the opening theme of School Rumble. Like, I watched it back in the day. Maybe I need to rewatch it because I have been re-listening to a lot of music and realizing I liked it a lot more than I thought I did. Oh, it's the graphic settings, Kendra, but we were streaming and we were already getting ready for the thing. We were already getting ready for the thing. The thing. I also got, what is it? Yes. In the game, yes. But we were already going on missions and stuff, and I couldn't waste time. The friend was following us. Settings are in-game. Ah! I'm asleep. You go and sleep, Magma. Cringe, baby. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I think one of the, one opening I was thinking about this morning. I know I went back to Rock Over Japan a couple of days ago. That's one of my favorite songs from Penguin Drum. But recently I've been thinking about I've been getting both openings to Hagane. For those that don't know, Hagane is this one series about a guy who's a foreigner, he's like half Japanese, half English, so he has blonde hair, and he made a horrible first impression, so everybody thinks he's a gangster, and so he has no friends. But then there's the popular girl, she has no friends because she's popular, and then there's the other popular girl, she has no friends because she's cold, and then you have a different girl who's super cute, she's a mad scientist. Different character, they're a maid. I'm not specifying the gender, that's the joke. And then we have we have a lolly character, and then the little sister character who does have a lot of moe lolliness to her. And so it's basically a club about all these people who have no friends coming together to make a club about why they have no friends, and then they don't realize that they've all become friends. And there's a love triangle. Mag new nickname, cringe baby. This is true. We do hunting tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow I will not be streaming, but we will be playing on Magma Fox stream of Species Unknown because that game turned out to be really, really good. I grew up on dark horror anime now, so I grew up, it's now harem comedies, isekai, romance. I don't know, I just like the actions and the relationships between the characters. Listen, that's understandable. I'm somebody who likes action adventure, along with I'm someone who likes the atmosphere Dragon Ball set, everyone having fun on their journey and adventure. It's one of the reasons why I need to pick up Dungeon Meshi, because it's literally literally my vibe, where everybody's just having fun and going on adventures, not getting locked up in school and doing the training arc and stuff. No, there's training arcs in Dragon Ball, but it's still not limited to just training behind four walls. Like, I'm not gonna get offended by something like My Hero Academia. It's literally in the title. You go there to watch them grow up in hero school. And it's not really limited. It's just that they're in school because it's My Hero Academia. I want to see the world of the superhero people. But I like Dungeon Meshi and stuff like that because it's like, oh no, Laios goes back to train and he's surrounded by four walls and he does the master thing and blah blah blah. No, he already did that, and then we see all that on a journey, and then we're all in the dungeon and stuff like that, and it's culminated to all this and blah 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 blah. Just everyone having fun adventures while they're already on the fun adventure. You know what I mean? Vandred, Chrome Shell, Rigo, Sekirei, Kenichi, Kenichi's Mightiest Disciple, Heaven's Lost Property, and more. Oh. Bye, Wave! Hey guys, I'm back, but might go. So bye, Kendra. Bye-bye, Kendra. Remember me. Bye, Wave! Ah, yes, the love triangle. The best type of romance. Can you hear my sarcasm? I think love triangles are good when you already know. What is it? love triangles are bad when the author has a favorite and it's just like, why are you here, second girl? Are they better than 𝑅𝒸𝒃𝓃𝓃𝓈? Oh my gosh. Listen, if you know Heaven's Lost Property, if you know 𝑅𝒸𝒻 no Toshimono, you are looking at someone who genuinely watched the series for the plot, because the plot was actually interesting. I didn't mind the ecchi. I actually was like curious about the world of how 𝑅𝒸𝒻 no Toshimono worked. I'm still salty about that ending years later. But, to be fair, the author is kind of rectifying that with his new manga, which is actually just as equally funny. About this guy who's like, I want to live the simple life. Not the way Tomoki did, but he's like, I just want to live a simple, quiet life. And this angel like comes out of his TV, and so he tries to kick her, like physically kick her out, be like, please, I do not feel like this. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Are they better than 𝑅𝒸𝒃𝓃𝓃𝓈? Everybody knows who that. If anybody doesn't know what that is, you are too young. Better when it's MC gets both. Nah, because I still want him to end up with my favorite girl. I don't know, it's one thing if it's like a whole, like, 100 girlfriends where you cheer for Rentaro to get all his girlfriends. No. I want my favorite girl to win. The only time I've ever rooted for 2 girls at once is the girls from Baccata Test. And even then, my favorite was still Minami. No, Himeji. Yeah, my favorite was still Himeji. Until the movies, because they messed the manga, they screwed the manga. Listen. Are you talking about 𝑅𝒸𝒻 no Toshimono? I need my training arc, Kendra. I hate it when the MC does all his training off screen. No, here's my thing. If you need here's the thing. I like training arcs when they're in the style of Dragon Ball training arcs. They have a training arc, but it's so unconventional that it still feels entertaining. And in between the training, I want to see them have fun just being themselves. Like, I like Dragon Ball and how they did their training arc, because guess what? You actually saw character development. I don't want to see training arcs where, or like say One Piece for example too, like you saw everyone out of their element and being like, I guess this is where I am now. I want to see what happens here. Stuff where people, like, they're like again, one of my favorite things from the training arc was how Roshi made everyone swim in a river that literally had either a giant piranha or a dinosaur. It's been like a hot minute, but he made everyone swim. He made Krillin and Goku swim in a lake that had like basically a giant creature trying to chase and eat them, and it made them go faster and faster. That was funny. It was cute, and it makes sense for the world of Dragon Ball. It adds world building. It is also the same thing with My Hero Academia. Like, obviously, in a society filled with quirks, you end up finding out, oh, quirks have been here really for a long time. And obviously they would have like a club dedicated to like advancing the technology, or like just having like a training, like having like the tournament arc for kids to like actually like that's their type of sports meet and stuff like that. Seeing stuff like that is really cool. Like really, really cool. Issue is, it's like, you know, when you have a training arc and everyone's still stuck in the same 4 walls, or it's the master doing the whole like, you need to swing harder, you need to swing stronger, you have to tap into your potential. I want someone who's like Master Roshi, who's like, I really don't want to train you, so I threw a rock in the woods so that I can go harass the woman in my house. Like, that's funny. And in the end, it actually did help, and it led to comedic hijinks where Roshi failed to harass Launch. It was funny. It was goofy. I want to see stuff like that because it's literally just characters being themselves. I don't really particularly care for an MC that just does the usual training arc and like again, it's one thing to see like the whole tournament arc with Deku encouraging Todoroki. If you repeat that ad nauseum, I'm not gonna really like that or care. Like, there's like 50 other series that like already do that. Like, a good example, there's one series I liked that got canned, unfortunately, and it was called it was called Stellar Friends. I liked the way Stellar Friends opened the first couple of chapters, where basically our MC, we'll go over it one day because I'm gonna end up buying the volumes because they finally released all 3 volumes and I want to import it and study Japanese and stuff. But basically, this kid, he ends up accidentally summoning this star creature, and it brings his friend who had passed away back to life, Octo. And what ends up happening is that he's not the only one that went through that. A couple other people went through that too. And the world goes into chaos. In the next chapter, everything goes back to normal. Which is not a bad thing, but it is kind of a letdown, especially since it had a really, really strong opening. Stuff kind of like that. And then the author clearly had it planned out. He was going to show every character and their motivations and dreams. And you could tell it was planned out because we saw characters that we didn't see before. And all their motivations and all their dreams. And then it had a very conclusive ending that makes sense for that type of series. But the thing is that tournament arcs and training arcs and stuff like that really slow it down, the pacing and stuff, when all you know how to do is swing the sword harder, punch the block harder, blah 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 blah. Like, get creative with it, bro. Like, if you're gonna do something, get creative with it. Because nobody really wants to sit around for the training arc if you're just gonna do what 50 other training arcs who are probably more interesting than you do. You know what I mean? What is it? Makes sense. Roshi do be like that. I want everyone to be happy because for a long minute the tomboy childhood best friend loses. No, for real. Listen, there's a reason why Tomo-chan got her own manga. That was cute. The filler driving test episode, it was great. Yes, and it felt actually like a Dragon Ball thing. Like, stuff like that is cool. Stuff like that in between, even though it's filler, it's stuff that advances the character. It's like, you know what? Piccolo would wear that if Chi-Chi forced him to do it, because of course Chi-Chi would have an outfit for like that for Goku. It's something that she would buy Goku and stuff and thought it would look good on Piccolo. All that type of stuff. Well, duh, whoever makes a training arc boring is bad at their job. I just go back, what about harassing women in houses? Oh, okay, so basically Roshi, okay, so to explain the first training arc in Dragon Ball. So what happened was that we end up going back to Roshi after a while because obviously earlier Goku had previously helped collect the Dragon Balls with Bulma, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go find Roshi and train under Roshi and stuff like that. And he ends up finding Roshi, and they end up having to move to a different area, and before that they also meet Krillin. Krillin is so smug. And it's adorable seeing him now compared to like adult Krillin, where adult Krillin is so humble. Yeah, no, like child Krillin, no one talks about how child Krillin is just such a menace. No one ever talks about how much of a menace Krillin is. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. And that's also how you get introduced to Launch and stuff. And so they end up moving to this one area for proper training and stuff. And it's like, oh, this luscious green place, this is actually a really good, this is actually a really nice place. Because Roshi said, I'll only train you if you bring me a beautiful woman. And Goku ends up finding like, he finds women, all right, but they're not conventionally beautiful. And again, we find Launch, who absolutely adorable. I really wish she would come back to modern Dragon Ball, but obviously she can't because there's really no room for her like Chaozu. Well, granted, I think she's more useful than Chaozu. Oh my gosh. And what ended up happening was that during one of the training arcs, he wanted to cop a feel from Launch. And what happened was Roshi was like, well, he's basically, I'm just paraphrasing. He's like, I want to top a feel from Launch, but these children are here and will tell me that it's wrong. So he just wrote a rock. He wrote like kanji on a rock that I can't remember what it was. I think it was his name. Threw it into the woods and was like, find that rock and then you can come back. And the funny thing is that like it's funny because what happened was that he still hasn't done anything to like launch at all, because Launch is oblivious. She's in her blue form. And what ends up happening is Krillin like fakes collecting a rock and is like, Roshi, I found the rock. And then he like faked his name on, he like faked the scribble, like whatever Roshi put on there. And he was like, this is a cool rock. You know this isn't my handwriting, right? Now go find that real rock. Kame. Okay, he did write. Okay, so it was like his name. Well, his house's name. And so then Goku finds the rock, and then Krillin tricks him and takes it. It's cute moments like that, like stuff like that. Like, it's not your conventional training arc where everyone's trying to swing the sword harder, punch the rock faster, or do blah 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 blah. It's kids learning to train how kids would actually train, of like being stupid little gremlins, and they're still getting stronger, but they're being stupid little gremlins along the way. You know what I mean? I like training arcs like that because it means that you learn something about the characters. You learn how they actually train amongst each other. Like, I like Deku. Not a lot from My Hero Academia, because I watched My Hero Academia, but I wasn't really invested in it. I like that Deku rambles about how he knows everyone's weakness and stuff like that. But it's not the same thing as really learning about the world building. It'd be one thing if he was going from room to room before the tournament arc and learning everyone's like abilities and stuff. Like, it's one thing to already know Bakugo's abilities and stuff like that, but it's not the same as just going around and exploring the club rooms of UA and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I want there to be exploration, not only with how the character learns this stuff, because we already know Deku's a nerd, but it'd be really cool to see Deku really understand and study these things with the audience. But obviously, something, you can't really do that because audience attention spans and blah 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 blah. But you never know. It's because everyone wants to create the new Rock Lee. I don't know a lot about Rock Lee, but I do know enough. And it's like Roshi just wants the Pafu. He really changed as a character over time. Did Roshi really ever change, or did he just get sidelined for being like Roshi really has not changed? Oh wait, no, you're talking about Krillin. That would have been fun to see the other clubs. Exactly, because one of the things people talk about for My Hero Academia, that was the one complaint that I do actually agree with, we needed more time with the characters outside of just Deku. Because we do get that, but it falls into the same category as Deku and his like 4 other friends that the author cared about. That's one of the reasons why everybody was super upset that the My Villains Academia didn't like take off, because that was a good, like, from what I hear, that was a really good arc that was gonna really delve into the villains, and it did poorly, so they had to cut the arc in half, and everybody was like, well, this sucks. Stuff like that. It's like, ugh, like, come on. You know what I mean? It sucks, because it didn't have to. It happens. It happens. Unfortunately, you can't please everybody. The Naruto problem, everyone wants to meet the side characters, but it would kill the pacing. My thing is, you can do it in a way. You can do it in a way. There's a reason I bring up Dragon Ball. You don't have to learn all the side characters in Dragon Ball. But at the same time, or how should I put this? It's just taking time with these characters. You know what I mean? You don't have to do an arc focused on these characters. A good example, one of my favorite characters from My Hero Academia was the Goggles Girl. And it would have been really cool just exploring her club for a chapter. And obviously you end up seeing glimpses of those clubs across chapters, but it really would have just been fun to just have Deku settle down, understand how this science club works, because that would actually like make sense for the future to learn that stuff. You want to learn about the mechanics of the My Hero Academia world, because like, what is it? You wouldn't really think about stuff like that. Like, oh, how would All Might have like a protective suit and all that type of stuff? How would she have those tendrils and how her eyes work in to like scope out things? Stuff like that is really cool. Not everybody is One Piece, Kendra. I know. But here's the thing. What is it? A good example. Actually, you know what? One Piece is a good example. One Piece is an absolutely fantastic example. The reason why One Piece is able to have as much world building as it does is because pre-time skip, we actually spent time with the cast. And as we were collecting the cast together, we still spent time in their environments. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to have like the big, like, what is it? Like, it could have been cool seeing everyone join their clubs. Like, what is it? A good example. Every character that we ever saw had an arc. They didn't just join the crew and then we learned everyone's backstory. Or like Nami, she didn't really join the crew. She was just there, and then she ran away, and then we saw her journey, and then we learned about her. I think a good example is Sanji's arc. Yeah, he has a whole life with the 𝑅𝑒𝒸𝓃𝓃𝒹𝒶𝓉𝒾𝑜𝓃𝓈, and it's like you see him in his element. He doesn't want to leave. He has no reason to leave. He's like, I don't really want to leave and stuff like that. And then then the plot comes to him. That's what makes it really cool. It could have been something like One Piece where Deku ends up meeting Ochako and then seeing her in her element instead of just being the love interest and then kind of seeing her development with Bakugo and stuff like that, if that makes sense. Good night. Good night. Drop the baton. Bye-bye. But it's like, the reason why stuff like that works is because we got to know everybody pre-time skip and their lives around pre-time skip. Kind of not really for Luffy. That one's kind of gradual because obviously he's the main character. But it's a slow, gradual build while also still incorporating the plot. And then moving forward, because that's concluded, and then we also have the cover pages that tell a story and stuff like that, which, by the way, more people need to do the cover page storytelling thing. That's really cool. That's a really cool thing that Oda did, because some of these characters really need the love and attention that the plot, like, we don't need actual, like, to stop the plot. Just do the cover pages. Those are really, really cool. I learned about the cover pages, I think, like a month or two ago. I need to get back into reading One Piece. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that for 2026, like just reading One Piece. Because I know the Land of the Lustrous stuff is not going to what is it? I know the Land of the Lustrous reading is probably gonna like take half or so a year, because we're gonna do 10 chapters. 10 chapters a month. Oh my gosh. Maybe, and then we're gonna interchange between like different manga and stuff. At least not as bad as Steven Universe, where the show determines if you like a villain depending on Steven likes them. AKA, the diamonds getting a pass, but certain humans do not. True. Not taking time for good character development is also what makes manga like One Piece, Berserk, and Hajime no Ippo so long. Yep, One Piece reading marathon. Maybe we should. Maybe like 5 months of One Piece and then break it up with like a one shot. Yeah, one shot, or maybe 10 chapters of One Piece a month and then like introducing like the latest one shot and stuff like that. That depends. I actually almost did that at one point. I actually had a plan at one point to read 5 or 10 chapters of One Piece and then talk about it in a YouTube short. But then I realized that would require a lot of editing, a lot of jokes, and a lot of editing, a lot of jokes, and I did not have time to really just sit down and read One Piece 5 chapters a day. At least I think. I have no clue. I'm going to mention Hajime no Ippo. They do a great job building up the side characters. Exactly. And even here's the thing, you don't even have to build up the side characters to be like important to the plot. That's one of the reasons why I bring up the 𝑅𝑒𝒸𝓃𝓃𝒹𝒶𝓉𝒾𝑜𝓃𝓈. Because guess what? We don't see the 𝑅𝑒𝒸𝓃𝓃𝒹𝒶𝓉𝒾𝑜𝓃𝓈 for a long time outside of cover stories in One Piece. But it's the fact that we took time to learn Sanji and what the 𝑅𝑒𝒸𝓃𝓃𝒹𝒶𝓉𝒾𝓃𝓈 means to him, and learning how he learned his abilities and stuff like that. And then we just never see them again because it's It's over for Sanji. That's over for an era in his life. It just depends on how you do it. There's ways to do it, but it's the fact that everyone either wants to be the next Shonen Jump, or they don't know how to incorporate the plot without halting the pacing. Because one of the things that people did back in the day was, what is it? Because you gotta remember, the one thing that was really interesting about Dragon Ball was that chapter to chapter something was happening. It didn't always have to be the next big villain. It was a smaller threat. It was dinosaurs. It was a witch. It just opened up the world. Guess what? One of the biggest arcs in Dragon Ball that happens early on is the Bancho fan and how they have to take out the Ox King's Mountain and stuff like that. That was a small arc that introduced everyone to the Kamehameha and all that type of stuff. Stuff doesn't have to immediately happen. It just has to be interesting. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like super like in your face, like, oh, the plot's getting started now. It's just, this is a fun MC. Fun MC does fun MC things. Then the plot starts kicking in. Like a good example, the Pilaf saga. That didn't really kick off until a little bit later, even though it was happening at the same time. But it was still happening. Meanwhile, again, smaller things were still happening in between. It was really cool seeing all that type of stuff. And just learning about Bulma and how vain she is and how dumb and silly Goku is. It's learning the characters, because the one thing people think hooks a person is the story. No, it's you endearing yourself to the characters and stuff. There's a reason why people always want to like copy Goku and Luffy and all that type of stuff. Because they want the next Goku and Luffy, when really they just need to make the next their character. There's a reason why, say, Aqua from Oshinoko is so well beloved before that ending came out. Because everybody literally was trying to root for Aqua to do the right thing. There's a reason why people liked his and Akane's relationship. Him and the other girl's relationship, I don't remember. All that type of stuff. There's way to do things. Okay, My Dress Up Darling is a perfect example too, which I need to read My Dress Up Darling because I hear really, really good things about it. People say really good things about My Dress Up Darling, but I haven't touched it at all. I need to pick it up right now. Oh my gosh. One Piece reading marathon. No one-shots is right. Yup. I want to mention Hajime and Ippo. They do a great job building up side characters. Sure, a good example is MLP, Friendship is Magic side characters. They are not relevant for the plot even or anything, but everyone still loves them. Exactly. MLP actually is a good example. Sometimes they're not immediately for the plot. They're just to help build the characters up and to let them grow. And if you see them every once in a while, that's good. Like a good example, cameos in My Little Pony are the best way, is basically the exact same way you do a cover story in One Piece. They don't have to be for the plot. If we see them a couple chapters later, that'd be okay. But again, it's learning and endearing them to the characters first. That's why the first chapter was dedicated to Luffy and Kobe. I don't know who Kobe is. Who cares about Kobe until a couple chapters later when he finally actually makes his debut again. Again, some things require a slow build-up, but if you do it right, and you do it slow, I heard buzzing somewhere. You just take your time with it, and while you're taking your time with it, let everybody get to know your characters. That's one of the reasons why I've been thinking about, like, because I remember wanting to make a manga at one point as a kid, and I was just like, man, what's the one thing I really liked about the characters I've seen? The characters. Hey, Rusa, hello! Gamer Addictus. Addictus. Hokento no Ken is rather short despite being one of the primordial battle shonen. I don't know. Oh, you're talking about Fist of the North Star, right? Fist of the North Star? It do be fisting. I'm not saying it because I'll unfortunately get banned. Oh my gosh, I like how we went from music talk, the drama talk, to manga talk. Oh my gosh. Basically a wave to the Wait till the author say to your reader, look, I still remember your favorite character. Pretty much. Like a good example, one of the things, one of my favorite villains from One Piece, even though I thought Usopp's arc was really freaking long, was Captain Kuro. He's one of like the cool early villains of One Piece. Guess what? He only served Usopp's arc, and then we didn't get a cover story of him until like over 10 years later. Guess what? That's okay, because Captain Kuro is no longer relevant anymore. He's just no longer relevant again. And that's okay. That's cool. Because he was a cool character for the time. And he has a special place in my heart. And now I have new favorite characters that like I look forward to for the future. But that stuff takes time and stuff like that, you know? The idea of my own story still hasn't died. Exactly. Here's the thing. So long as you endear your readers to the characters, you're gonna do really cool. The CP9. Oh, wait, no. No, I'm thinking of the 8. I'm thinking of I've not gone to CP9. I'm thinking of the filler arc for One Piece that felt as if it was actually a part of the canon and wasn't. G8. I'm thinking of G8, the G8 arc of One Piece. Really needs to be canon. That was actually a really good arc. It was just the characters having fun and being out of their element while also trying to escape being arrested by Marines. G8 was great. Of course G8 was great. Hello, Hiro. Also, hi. Hello. It's just endear them to your characters. There's a reason why I liked Stellar Friends, because it endeared me to Octo and the MC's struggle of him becoming a NEET and cherishing his friendship with Octo until she unfortunately like passed away and stuff. And it was one of the reasons why I was kind of like, oh, everything went back to normal immediately? I mean, I guess, but okay. Like the next chapter, because I really wanted to see what everyone was gonna do. It was really cool. It's endearing them and then continuing to keep endearing them. And there's also just the fact that nobody really wants to start small anymore. People always want to like jump into the big stuff immediately. And some series do need that jumping into the big moment type of thing. A good example is Soul Eater, but Soul Eater does it in a way that makes sense, where there's smaller threats that are still big and can kill you, but it isn't until the stuff with like Medusa and Krona that like the stakes are really upped immediately, because the characters don't expect it. It's big for them because they're like, we didn't come to this place to encounter this and we're already dying. Oh my gosh. like oh crap, things are already going wrong and we were not prepared for stuff like that. Like stuff like Soul Eater and how it does their like kind of stakes thing is also good too. What is it? There's also the Hokuto no Ken route of only having a few characters actually live to the end. Yeah, I was thinking Soul Eater. No. Soul Eater only does that with a certain character. Thank you, Gamer. Thank you, Gamer Atticus, for becoming a Quabbit. Oh my gosh, let me see. I'm out of water. Hey Kendra, sorry I'm late. What's up? Hello, Goofy. You're fine. We'll probably be heading out in probably less than 30 minutes because it's like 9:16 right now. I blame Gen Z and the internet. They want to jump into the story and not pace themselves. That's why they dislike Naruto, Dragon Balls, and older anime slower pace. The thing is like you still got people who... Okay, here's the thing. Because like Dragon Ball Z still has that pace to it. They still have that pace to it and stuff. It's just the fact that they want to get into the hype moments and aura and stuff, but they don't want to endear themselves to the character, which is exactly kind of what Japanese people still want. But they still want kind of the same thing of just jumping into the story. What is it? Again, it's like the whole like first chapter thing. You gotta be careful. What is it? A good example. I'm reading a series right now called War on the Adults. This series is kind of teetering the line of things are immediately starting and things are immediately slowing. I actually highly recommend it. I've been hooked since day one, and I need to go back and read last week's chapter. But it's basically about this guy named Yutaro, who he's like your old school classic series type like delinquent who wants to be better because his dad unfortunately passed away, and he was like, ah, crap, I want to be just like the man my dad was. And then he sees a cat on the road, and he ends up rescuing the cat and getting hit by the car. And then by the time he wakes up again, it is like far into the future. He's 30 with the mental capacity of a teenager. And he's like, what's going on right now? Like, Mom, what's going on? And they were like, oh, you got hit by a car like over 30 years ago. And we're so happy that you're like alive. And we were able to keep you alive because of GoFundMe and stuff like that. And this politician was inspired by you, called the Save the Cat Party. And he was like, oh, I can't believe all this happened while I was asleep. And then he's like, Mom, have you been living a little lavishly? And you as the audience are kind of tipped off too, being like, that's kind of weird for a mom to do and all that type of stuff. But, you know, it's kind of normal. And as Yutaro is walking around town, he's kind of noticing people are kind of off and weird and just doing charitable acts of kindness, which isn't a bad thing. But every single time they do the okay sign around their eye, they do this okay sign around their eye, and it's weird, but he doesn't really question it, but he's like, that's kind of weird. And then he ends up finding, and then he goes through all these misadventures where he's being and we keep seeing this like chat every once in a while, just scrolling through on like the manga panels, being like, oh, yo, this Yutaro, blah, 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 blah. I wonder if he's like this. I wonder if he's like that. And you think it's like a forum site talking about how he's awake and stuff. And then you find out the reason why all these people are doing the okay sign is because while Yutaro was out, basically out cold in a coma for over 30 years, that guy who became a politician of the Save the Cat Party implemented this thing called Garden. Garden is a dystopian outlook on life where security cameras outside of, say, bathrooms and other public areas to make people feel more safe had installed cameras all across Japan to monitor everyone, even in their own homes, outside of, like, you know, private places like bathrooms and everything, to make sure that everyone is doing good deeds. Because before Yutaro was hit by a car, he had a notebook where he wanted to show everybody, a personal notebook for himself of what an adult should be. And the thing with Garden is the fact that it's basically you're ranked on how adult you are. If you do good deeds, you climb the ranks of being an adult. And unless you're like underage, you're still not allowed to get cigs and booze, bro. Like stuff like that. And there it is. Exactly. And what I'm saying sounds like a really good hook, right? Like that's and it's still keeping up the pace and momentum even now. We're still learning more about Garden, and and the thing is like it gives both sides of the argument. It's not like Garden is completely evil and Garden is also completely good. And it's like nuanced with it. It's like on the one hand with Garden, everyone is doing, and it's like, what is it? It like tackles things that you would not think about when it comes to like a monitoring system, because you already have people who, and the side chat, the chat that was scrolling in the manga, basically if you get good praise, your score goes up because you're being monitored by people. It's like when people, it's like not like the dystopian where people rat you out and snitch on you. It's the realistic kind of like dystopia where imagine cancel culture being dependent on your ranking in society. Like your actual rank in society, not like you getting exposed for this heinous crime and that heinous crime. I mean, like, you read that book before, without buying it. Thumbs down. And the thumbs down actually means something. You know what I mean? Very British. For short, UK. Oh gosh, it's Reddit IRL. I'm not even kidding. It's so good. By the way, Kendra, we finally got an update on an ancient manga. Oh, also, Ventus, I'm so sorry. I got so invested talking about War and the Adults that I forgot to say hi. Oh my gosh. Ironically, I love slower long series rather than shorter ones like Monster, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Huseki no Kuni. despite being Gen Z. To be fair, Hoseki no Kuni is really good. It's one of those manga where you think certain characters should be on screen longer. I think the Amarabilis should have been on screen a lot longer than they are, but it does technically represent the theme of how, because the Amarabilis are mortal and they die immediately, their moments are fleeting on screen and then they just don't show up again. Whew. XXX Holic sequel finally released volume 5 after 9 years. Oh yes, that's right! People have been talking about Holic on Reddit and stuff. I need to get into Holic. I need to get back into Holic and stuff. Oh my gosh, I love a Holic. I love the music in Holic. I love the atmosphere in Holic. I'd say that's probably the reason why I like kind of like gothic type style music and stuff like that. Specifically the cool, like, not samba, but the cool, like, I just love like the atmospheric weird mixture of Japanese like instruments with like not jazz but jazz, if you've like seen Holic and stuff. But one thing I'm super hyped for, what? But also, I hope you guys liked that summary of War on the Adults. Go read War on the Adults, because it's actually really nuanced and stuff like that. It's actually like really good. I highly recommend it. And there's it's not even really played straight, because the one thing I actually really like about is it Hokuto no Ken, not Hoseki no Kuni? Do want to watch it though. I highly recommend it. What is it? We're getting an anime for the Cleared Moonlit Dusk. I've never heard of it before. Clear Moonlit Dusk. Oh, okay. Oh, this looks nice. I like it. She reminds me of Seattle. It's a shoujo romance about a girl nicknamed the Prince because she looks like a handsome guy, but then she meets a boy who seems more than her looks. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Anytime I see HNK, I always think about Hoseki no Kuni, so that's on me. That's on me, Dokkan-kun. But I actually do highly recommend War on the Adults. It's actually really cool. The only torturous thing I hate about it is reading it weekly. It's one of those series where it's actually really, really good to read it to actually like binge read, because some of like the stuff they stop on, it's like, I don't want to wait until Friday, because it's like, what is it? PST time in the States, it's Friday. Every Friday, War on the Adults comes out. And again, highly recommended. I'm not talking about Marchin's Crown. Actually, no. Guys, you remember last time when I complained about Marchin's Crown and how it really sucked? It's now starting to suck less. They just got into the backstory of Cinderella. I mean, it's an edgy backstory, but it's a backstory nonetheless, and the pace is actually picking up. I still kind of don't like how it's kind of pulling out all this interesting stuff now. Like, okay, the thing with Marchin's Crown is the fact that it's slow paced, but you gotta be careful with some manga, because you got some things that have a decently good pace, but the issue is you got some of them that take too much slow time with pace, that it's like, can we just get on with it or just get canceled? Hey guys, guess who's back? Hello, Wave. Bossa. I guess would Bossa be a perfect way to describe Holic's themes? Maybe. Also, many anime fans are absolutely fuming at delays for an anime this season. Whoa. No more vagueness. Tell me. I don't know. I've been kind of strict with it a little bit about the vagueness, because I'm just like, tell me now. Instead of waiting and stuff. I still have my paint water over here. Oh my gosh, I need to... Oh, please tell me it's not? I don't think it is. But I should probably rinse this thing out before it starts molding. Hopefully it's not molding and it's just paint at the bottom, because I used green paint mostly last time. so I can't even tell. Chitose-kun is in the Ramen bottle was delayed. Oh, didn't that series already come out, or is it just the first episode? I know I saw the first episode like float around for a bit mid-season. Well, it could have been worse. I don't know what it could have been. Listen, this could be a 50-50 shot of it being good, of it being a good delay, or a delay that happened with that one Yuri series where they took out all the Yuri. Humberber number 2. I have no idea what that means. Oh yeah, no. Recently I watched someone who literally came out of like a long hiatus of no longer making anime content to talk about their favorite Yuri, and they took out all the Yuri. Like, literally, they tried. So the reason why was they clearly wanted to copy Bocchi, where they wanted to do the implied Yuri, and they're like, no, this is a popular Yuri series. Why did you take out all the Yuri for just implied Yuri? Now you see Yuri, now you don't. Yuri. Now here's the thing, I'm not a Yuri head, but I do actually kind of find that severely disrespectful. That would be like getting Dragon Ball and what is it? It would be like Dragon Ball. It would be like adapting Dragon Ball and then taking out all the moments between, what is it? It would basically be like Dragon Ball if you took out all the fun little side adventures they go on to. It's like, brother, Goku could not have... No. It would be like getting Dragon Ball and then taking out the Kamehameha and just have him just do the Kamehameha later. Just random. There's no build-up. It's just Kamehameha now. Yuri, derogatory. And another rom-com finished today. The Cafe Terrence and its Goddesses manga ended today. Oh. Hold up. Okay, never mind. This is a different manga. I was thinking of a different NSFW manga. I was like, is that the one I think it is? No. I'm sorry. I just think it's really funny that they were like, we are going to adapt this Yuri series and just remove all the Yuri. Oh my gosh. It's like at that point, maybe just don't adapt the popular Yuri. My current rom-com position though is quite unique when the What is it? Oh crap. It went by that fast? Maybe we got a couple more minutes. Tying the knot with an Amagami sister. Did you tell me about that one before? I'm not sure. What is it? Oh! I almost forgot. Is anybody paying attention to Witch Reeve? Did anybody notice Witch Reeve? I've been following this artist for a long time. I'm so glad she's back. So for those that don't know, back in the day, before I did VTubing, I used to follow this one series called Sachi Iro no One Room. It was basically about this girl who was kidnapped. It's a lot complicated than that. Who was kidnapped by this one guy who who she called Mister. We had no one's name, but no one knew anybody's name, but Mister would call the girl Sachi, and it was basically them. There was a live action with it. The live action didn't follow the manga. It did not want to make it well, how should I put this? Live action made it a love story. The manga didn't. That was a weird way to go. But basically, the artist and author came back and has been doing Witch Reeve, and it's really good. It's different from the one shot that came out a couple years ago, but it's actually really good. We need a manga that gets right to the line of hentai but stops at the very last second every time. So basically, the World's End harem. World's End harem. I feel like you would love the younger sister's design. Let me see. I'm pretty sure you told me about this. Oh my god, my sister. What is it? Yeah, you told me about this one. I do like all their designs. They're equally cute. Genshin, but the only lolly is Paimon. Kia, we're so in debt. Me nonchalantly scans card. Gasp, you made us $2 million in debt. You leave no choice. Scans face card. Kia, thank you so much. No problem. What the heck, bro? I would just jump into the void at that point. What is it? 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 Oh my gosh. But I've been reading Witchweave. It's so good. So for those that don't know, currently right now, it seems that the trend for Shonen Jump right now is more witch type content. I know why, most likely why, because not the Apothecary Diaries, but the growing love towards the witch series, the witch, I don't know why I'm forgetting. The one witch series, anime witch series. I know Witch Watch, witch anime witch, manga, I can't remember. Here we go. Witch Hat Atelier. With the growing popularity of Witch Hat Atelier, and obviously the newer series that have been coming out have been more witch related, Ichi the Witch really setting its sail, they've been greenlighting a lot more series that are witch themed. I know Witchweave is one of them. So basically it's about this girl who, witches are basically outlawed, and if they get caught, they are sent to this like one they're sent up the state. They're basically sent upstate to this one prison for witches. And what happened was that the character was seen doing magic, or not seen doing magic, but they broke their glasses. Well, her friend broke her glasses, and then she repaired it because she has like sewing magic. And what happened was that everybody was like, that's kind of witchcrafty. So they were like, tell us who the witch is, and the friend ends up outing her, and then the mom and her escape. It's so good. It's so really good. It's really good. Ooh, oh cool, sewing magic. Exactly. It's really good, and the latest chapter was really interesting too. I'm not gonna spoil anything outside of what I just told you, but I highly recommend it, and it's really good seeing this author back. Because again, I used to follow them with Sachi, and I couldn't read the rest of Sachi because the translation unfortunately was owned by Crunchyroll, and I refused to pay Crunchyroll. And yeah, I just refused to pay Crunchyroll. But I've been following this artist for a long time, and I love the design for our current MC. I've headcanon her with having a British accent. I headcanon her with having a British accent because she's cute like that. She looks like a little British girl. She's adorable. Doing magic, send that witch to the explosion chamber. Unironically. Bro, it's so freaking good. It's actually it's like a really good manga. It's paced really well, and it just cuts to the chase immediately with, this is pretty dangerous. Like, this is one of those types of series where it immediately gets into it feels slow, and then once you get past like the slightly slow part, it kicks off. I got a magic anime you would like. What is it? I don't really do like magic animes ever. I'm always like super selective about it. So reading that one, I only read it because I was like, this art style kind of seems familiar. And then I found out that it was the Sachi author. I've been following her for a hot minute. Do y'all know about the Emperor? What is it? Do y'all know about the manga about the Demon King and how he got this girl to give him like a bunch of children via egg laying? I'm just kidding. Actually, no, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding about that one. Wistoria Wand and Sword. Let me see. Wistoria. Let me see. I'll see it, but it's one of those ones where it's like, I love the character designs, I know good and well they're gonna put them behind the walls. They're gonna put them behind the walls. Listen, not everyone of— oh yeah, and Mashal. I know Mashal was definitely one of the predecessors that really kicked off the witch trend, but that one's funny because he's not even a magician. He's just trying his hardest. He's like, I blend in with society. I blend in with society. You can't prove otherwise. You can't prove me wrong. I fit in with society. Oh my gosh. I really like, man, there's been so many good mangas coming out. I was like, wait, hopefully when they get anime adaptations, they're good. Hopefully. It's by the person who made 𝑅𝒸𝒃𝓃𝓃𝓈, by the way. Ah, that's why the character design looked really good. That makes sense. I noticed the white-haired one immediately. Granted, the white-haired MC in 𝑅𝒸𝒃𝓃𝓃𝓈 is not bad looking either. It's just that I ship him more with Hestia than think he should be a part of like some fanfic harem. We have the same humor. This is true. Well, I wouldn't say that. I don't know. Mine is kind of selectively weird. Oh my gosh. I think it'd be best to head out for the day. We've been talking for over almost 3 hours because it's 3:36. Oh my gosh. We went from music talk to drama talk to manga talk to plot talk and new manga coming out. Wowzers. Yup. A whole 3-hour yap session. Listen, people have talked. Listen, if you've been in the Discord, you know, your girl can yap if she gets on topic enough. And then when she does not get on topic, she selectively mutes herself for a very long time. Oh, fun times indeed, Ringo. Only 2026 anime I'm looking forward to is Hotoku no Ken remake and Steel Ball Run. Are you sure you want to go with— are you sure you want to— oh yeah, that's right. I'm probably— what is it? It's Trigun Stargazer. That's probably one I'm definitely gonna like read. I already saw season 1. Might as well stick around for season 2. I am watching that season 2. I did not wait for the Stargazer that long to not watch it because I really like Trigun. Well, if you end the stream, remember me. I shall remember you. I'll discuss my story ideas later. And that is true. And we shall see how that are. Alright, let's see. This is what— you see this right here, everybody? You see this right here, everybody? Blame everybody in this chat. Every single time we end up talking about drama. What is it? Pippa's live, Pio's live, Kuma ASMR is live, Roscoe is live, Royan is playing— I don't know, but Royan debuted a model today, and so we're gonna raid him on YouTube and on Twitch. Hopefully we can raid him on there too. We're gonna raid him on Twitch and YouTube. Alright, we're gonna find Royan. Because Royan debuted a new model, and I want you guys to see. It is super cute. I ended up— oh, okay, that's super cute. Aww. All right, everybody. It is time for us to head out for today. Thank you all for coming and chatting with me, for I am a chatty streamer. I shall see you all next time. 𝑅𝒸𝓃𝓃𝓈 out. And tomorrow we will be I will not be live, but I will link in chat. No, I will link in the post tomorrow, as I will be joining Magma Fox for more Species Unknown. So hopefully you can join us for that. Name me a time where you don't yap. That time you and Temp started doing your gaming nerd talk. I couldn't talk at all about it without feeling super awkward. Bye-bye.